Hey, this is Ross Payne with Rural Band Public Radio. We're playing Rain, Nagalisitu. In the last session, we sort of started a war between other countries, but we got a unit of mercenaries to help us. So that means it was worth it.
Yes, the Drew's Luke are helping you.
Rationalization's hell of a drug.
Yep. Here on it,
penal regiment from Vitria. All right. How are you onboarding? In last session, you started a war between Vigia and Newstedia.
We explained onboarding on the
by sacking a village in 40% of your troops' own country.
To be fair, we also unleashed the unscreaming
Hellboars.
Yes.
It's legendary.
It was effective.
And we have a new invasive species now.
Probably fine.
I don't think the atomic eye is going to carry genetically to the offspring.
Also,
Again,
I'm
with these
pretty
sources, you
sure
really never know.
the first thing that Dick Nuts is going to do as soon as he gets back to Vigia is hunt every last one of them down because they're hell beasts running through his lands, lighting it all on fire.
Oh no, part of our hell escaped.
Don't mention that to any of the religious leaders when we get back through.
Yeah, we accidentally...
Greenarm, why is the forest on fire?
This was already burned down when we got here.
So anyway, you're in the swamp. Are you guys running in first, or are you sending people in first to prepare
we'll
for
go
you?
through with the commander and their top NCO.
Okay.
We'll
But are you guys going through first?
Yes.
All right. Pretty standard. You go through the portal. There's the weird sensation of not having a body. You're never quite used to that. And then you pop out the other side. It is night. You see candles everywhere in what has become a fairly massive building. You are no longer in the cave. You see what appears to be the rows of lectern seating with corpses in each row, just kind of into the vanishing point. It is a long way to that door. And then more and more and more, sitting in perfect order. And then you hear, and then you hear chanting, odd chanting and bells. And you're there in this enormous domed coliseum, with these sort of mobile swinging and wind, I don't know, with glittering jewels on it. It's
Tell cause of death for any of these people.
Well, they appear more mummified the closer they are to you. As you look up, you see some of the chanting is actually being carried out by a living person up on the fifth row of these stacked columns. Yeah.
By the way, is the portal itself like a freestanding structure, like in the middle of the floor, or is it built into a wall?
It's built into a wall, which has now been built into whatever this building is. Okay. They've basically excavated the cave around it.
I thought it was like a rock face.
And built a massive cathedral.
So, priorities? I still have arrows in me.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we basically we just was kind of a running gunfight all the way back.
My dogs are worried.
Your dogs are barking?
Dogs are worried.
All right. I'll heal.
Yeah, the dogs are too weirded out to bark at this point.
You might be getting worried for me.
I added a new die to this skill. Let's see here, and I got 2 5s. I mean, that's not a failure.
You can heal a point of killing to stun.
I need that leg.
I'm sorry.
Legs are bad.
I draw my greatsword and I advance forward and start investigating and poking around and stuff.
There's a person there.
But they're all the way the fuck up there.
There's lots of people there.
Okay.
Seems like
I wave at them.
Their eyes are not open.
I launch a bolt up at an obvious chime or something to make noise.
They're meditating, man. Noise
I'm
is
trying to make noise.
All right.
First priority, guide onboarding. Second priority, find our main contact. After that, figure out how to fix whatever's wrong. Because something is wrong.
You are there for a while, just wondering what's going around.
I searched the bodies.
They're
Windsor?
dead.
That
They
is
appear
an
to be
understatement.
surrounded by
is a
incense,
lot going on.
posed in sort of a lotus position.
Do any of them have like devotional books or scrolls or anything that like?
They've got beads and messages on them, but yes.
What kind of messages?
They're short prayers to Seer in the weird Yichinese language. So as you look at the second row, you see more Newt mixed into it, sort of a pigeon, and you imagine the language is different as you get further up.
Ooh. I'm just gonna do some study on linguistic drift.
Yeah, so you're just walking up and down the corpse rows. All right.
Basically.
They do not have aisles, so you're just sort of like crudely stepping on desks.
Move the table.
Move the damn it!
God damn it.
You hear a clatter of what's the thing with the smoke that
Sensor.
a sensor just hitting the ground as a young person drops to their knees and just starts bowing before you.
Stand up.
We're back.
Hello.
Wow.
Pick him up.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Foreheads.
You can put him down.
Name?
Yeah.
You have foreheads. You have returned.
Four hands. You remember when Holy meant cut off? You got really mad at me about that. Maybe put him down.
Yeah. What's your name?
I have not been given a new name since I have joined the monastery.
What's the
okay.
name you're currently known by?
Boy,
Boy.
sometimes you.
Okay.
No, you cannot be me. I am me. You are.
Steve.
I say Frank.
Oh.
Steve is a curse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have been named by the outsiders.
Yeah. You see, he sounds like a Steve. Yeah, that's
You're fine.
Steve, can you grab
Quiet,
somebody
loser.
who we
You
can
know
talk
you
to?
cursed him
Yes,
to die.
yes, outsider. He goes sprinting away.
Wait, what? Okay. Want to ask him more questions? But
You
that's
should
fine.
call him more. You should have called him Frank.
Yeah.
Franks don't run.
He's not
All right.
wrong, you know.
So yeah, we're just kind of wandering around looking,
giving him
sort
a
of
He
trying
said
to
he was
figure out.
boy. Let him be boy for a little bit.
I'm going to be studying like the any like writings, especially on the walls or anything else. Kind of figure out what their new theology is and what our role in it is, because apparently we're the outsiders, and it's pretty.
At least he
important.
recognized
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That is better
While we're
than the
waiting
last
for
time.
the other people to show up, like
Yeah.
I don't want to abandon the portal until they show up.
So the language drifts quite a bit between the rows as this, sort of on-ramp from the portal. And you slowly start to realize that you don't know the exact dates so far, but they seem to be roughly arranged in centuries.
How many centuries?
Well, there's 4 of the dead people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many per century?
It varies depending on how many people died in the monastery that century. That's why they keep making the cathedral longer.
Okay. All right. That's very devoted.
Ominous.
of you.
Is there any mention of, Jessica?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
None that you can see.
Well, she didn't have anything to do with this. That's good.
Unless she's hiding
Okay,
somewhere.
no, she has something that means something to us. Kind of important.
I'm not at all negating our love for our 2 lost ones, but what I am saying is that if she became the fucking god emperor while we were gone of the seers, this could be really bad if we're facing off against.
Yeah, she might misinterpret our previous actions.
You guys piss her off when I was not paying attention.
Just a tad.
Well,
All right.
she wanted us to commit the human sacrifice. We didn't want to do that.
She's a bit batty nuggets. She joined the circus.
We kill people for money.
Yeah, but
Okay,
human
she's-
sacrifice to summon old ones or something.
Yes, she's
I
unfortunately
was
she is
willing.
more adherent
I know I
to
was
the
willing.
ways of it's like the ways of the older sorcerers.
Yeah,
now.
but
Then we
That way
probably
goes-
need to bring her to heal.
Yeah.
So you see a
the
man
plan.
at the entrance go, and then the chanting just stops on a dime, and then the row wakes up, and then you just hear like screams of joys and jubilation, like openly weeping, old men just crying. They're all embracing each other. They have returned! Ah! Praise Seer, they have returned.
I mean, this is better than last time, or certainly the first time we came back.
You're not wrong.
Women, men of all ages, just rejoicing, dropping to their knees in prayer.
Where is the one we now call Steve?
Yeah.
Steve is now groveling before you.
He is
The man in the robes who clapped is sort of dragging him up embarrassedly.
Yeah.
Come, boy, get up, boy.
It's really fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And what's your name? Leader of this place, the monastery head monk, abbot. I don't know.
I'm Shao Hu de Vermilion, abbot of the portal to Seer.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we're
Welcome.
back. Yeah, thank you. This is very nice, actually. Good job, like with the dome. That's hard to make. I know.
Yes.
What?
We're usually with damning structures. That's what he's used to.
We were worried the construction would not be completed before you returned.
Oh, when did you finish construction?
196 years ago.
How
Yeah,
long
we
have
were-
we been gone?
Real busy.
Over 4 centuries.
Yeah.
You've been gone 421 years,
Yeah.
according to the new calendar.
Those little nuclear fire gremlins haven't shown up again, right?
Oh my, no.
Oh, good. Whew. Whew.
We took care of that. Good.
Yep. Yeah, so we're bringing some more people in to help everyone here.
Onboarding.
Wonderful. We await them eagerly. Lord Klingser, you appear wounded. Might our healers see you?
That would be lovely.
Yes.
We've
And,
been
and just people just rush in, like
we've been
carrying.
securing. Oh God!
Klingser, calm.
I think they're carrying me out for you.
No. They're administering to you there. We know you do not wish to be separated. I understand this must be confusing for you. Boy, stand up. The present is constant for the gods.
Reach over, pick it back up.
You look like a fool to them.
No, he is not a fool.
It's fine. It's understandable.
He. I have a feeling he needs to come with us.
Okay, so I'm going to pick boy up, stand him on his feet, hug him, say, "It is all right. You are safe. We mean you no harm. For the love of God, stop groveling."
I love Seer.
So the abbot, classes mother. See, the gods love you as a man, not as a groveling peasant. They do not need your worship. We worship for it makes us better men. And he's like, oh yes, abbot, truly. And he's like getting ready to grovel again. He's like, no,
Hold him
I
up.
shan't grovel.
He would be a greater,
He's learning. He's learning.
he would be a greater, more pure translator for this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, would you like a job?
I was
Yes, whatever you wish.
Okay.
journey with
Lord
us
Dwener.
and learn much.
Again, it's like we're gonna have you come with us, and you're gonna listen and teach us about the changes that have been going
Yeah.
through.
Is society still united, or have you broken up into factions that don't like each other?
As abbot, it is my entire role to educate you on society.
Ooh.
But if you, in your wisdom, wish Steve, as you call him,
No.
We will absolutely take what you have to offer. We would just like him as a part of a guide.
Steve
that
is
we
for the-
Steve may come wherever we go.
Steve
yeah,
is
He is free to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Master Abbott,
Yeah.
please do bring us eludication of Seer. The light of knowledge, I think, is what it was called back in our day.
Yes, as it forever is. Come, let us see your creation.
Have the mercenaries, Drew's Luke, have started showing up?
Oh
have
no,
the
you haven't
officer
been there for
sergeant.
2.5 hours.
Okay.
We have the officer and sergeant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brigadier Scant is
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, we're pretty big here. We're not. Yeah, so it's this whole thing.
We mentioned the time dilation in the,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that in the last session.
Yeah.
Now.
So
May I have
We told you
water?
about onboarding and just maintain it. We will be back shortly.
yeah, so yeah, the officer will come. Yeah, whenever other people show up from the world, send them our way.
Will do. What are we here to fight?
It's a training mission. We're to train people to fight.
My men. Oh, to train other people.
Yeah, yeah. Your men will train these people and others. Like,
You will be the foundation of this New World's army.
You realize they're animals in the eyes of the gods.
what? Your guys?
Barely fit to wear clothes.
Okay, how's this?
Oh, you mean these people who built this nice?
No, not of course. They seem lovely.
Yeah,
I mean, my troops.
So
They're
here's what
disgusting. Swine.
We come to the portal, and typically there's some horrid threat that's come up, and they should definitely need to practice. And that'll help you weed out the weak ones, and the strong ones become the educators.
So we're not to sack this building.
No.
Oh,
they're
Lord,
allies.
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will
Yeah.
beat them into
No.
submission.
Oh, you're soldiers. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
no, they will require
Yeah.
quite a whipping
Okay.
to refrain from
Our soldiers will
their
get rest.
typical
I
behaviors.
apologize.
All right. So, I mean, they were all condemned criminals.
Yeah.
Officer, forward whip ranks! Yes, sir!
That always
She'll
works
get a
out.
whipping unit together. First through the portal. He
Very
eagerly
much the
awaits by the portal.
They weren't all political prisoners who were wrongly accused.
Well, some of them were.
Yeah,
Like,
I said not all.
All right,
of them.
form, rank, whip, and through.
Some
Whip
of them
and
are just
through.
cutthroats. Anyway, so yeah.
yeah, it's a feudal society that it's basically like half Tumblr, half San Quentin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just anyone that didn't fit in their horrible feudal nightmare hierarchy and rapists, murderers, and thieves because their society doesn't see much of a difference. And, so they don't die. They've had to cooperate. So.
You wore purple pants. Only the king can wear purple pants.
Yes, exactly.
Off with Mickey Cutthroat.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are off with Shao.
Bad society. I'm saying it was dystopian. Yeah.
I'm sitting right here, Ross.
I know.
Right
I wanted
here.
you to
David,
picture
Literally
nightmare.
2 seats away.
It was a
from
bad
you.
society. Is the point I was making. Anyway.
Purple's the color of...
All right, you're healed, Sean.
All right. All the way?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. We're done. All right. It's over. Done.
This is the DG game.
You're
back
not
here.
sure what they did. They didn't bleed you. Not nary a leech was seen. No magic of any kind. There was a weird smelling poultice of something they used on you, and it's just gone. It's like there's not a scar.
Damn it, you got to it before I did.
Bloody arms.
All right.
Nectar of the gods.
So yeah, we go with the abbot, so he can
Yeah.
teach us about.
He shows you, and you go out and you see just a city skyline higher than the one you saw when you got here, full of buildings that should not be able to stand yet do, covered with lights of a source you've never seen. You see wires with these sort of gondolas sort of lazily moving about as people go about their day. You see people in the same robes sort of like walking around these palatial, gorgeous lands. Dogs are everywhere. They seem to be accompanying everyone. They're very well trained. There
they
appear to be
smell our
toilets on the
dogs.
street that they use.
The what use on the street?
The toilets for the dogs, they just sort of go to ordained holes in the ground that takes it somewhere. Beautiful trees of exotic fauna. It's dumbfounding. If you had a sand mechanic in this game, I would make you roll it.
You know what would ruin the society? Like, you know what would break this entire society? Cats.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab a fruit from a tree and take a bite out of it.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Does it taste how on a scale of 1 to blood yam? How blood yam is it?
It's not blood yam at all. It's quite sweet.
I would say 0. There is no blood yam in this.
Blood pairs.
Wow.
It tastes like. Remember those cakes that they made the last time that were the cakes that you took a bite out of and you wept?
Oh yeah.
It's about like that, except
Ooh. Do you guys still drink alcohol?
without the pastry on the outside.
In moderation, yes.
Bite?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a bite. That's really good.
Where would you like to go? Would you like to go to the debates? Would you like to see...
Fuck's sake, we shouldn't kill that shit.
Not a debate, just more of a lecture, kind of a
Maybe we got past the
I
deadlock.
think actually
summary of
a place
history.
of research.
Yeah, like any historians that can talk
Library.
about what happened after we left and up until now.
We don't know what they have.
Yes.
That's kind of
certainly.
the thing.
Well, we didn't have to plan to have a large argument, I believe you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it is. There is no issue of contention that we must decide with learned men and women of the people. It would just be more of a collection of the various groups that have grown up that we might be there to answer your questions. I will do the best as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
You are welcomed back to Nagalisitu. As you can see, we have been preparing for your arrival. You're passing statues of yourselves. They're like worn, like they've been there for a while. Like your features are sort of recognizable, but like there's weird looking birds perching.
Yeah, we didn't
on
pose
you.
for any portraits. We should do that.
Didn't
time.
quite catch the
There is, you pass a building
No,
that
no,
has
they
a
did. You
giant
just have to look at
mural
it from this side.
of it appears to be Princess
Look,
Sylvia
okay.
leading the charge, holding the sun aloft. For somehow the paint shimmers weirdly, as if it is actually reflecting sunlight still, but it's night outside. And as he walks, he says, "We have been preparing for your arrival ever since the great spiritual awakening, as we discovered the evil in the world that the light burns away. And as such, we sought to leave no corner of the world given to us by your actions unexplored. As such, we have done a complete survey of Nagalisitu. Yes.
So, did you find any other threats or I don't know,
Monstrosities.
Monstrosities. That's a word. Yeah.
Horrors of the devil.
Yes, there were a variety of abominations, as you would call them, but they've sort of equaled into a natural equilibrium. Near as we can tell from the... Oh, by the way, are the Yichanian diplomats with you? Still.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, they are Naganali-Sitite, but you would regard them as Yichan. Oh, that would be a... I shall tell the libraries to prepare. We've been
the ones we took
very
last time?
eager. Yes, they've been sent. They were ordered eons ago to record so that we might have a better understanding of
They've
this.
been bloodied over.
It won't take them
2
too
weeks.
long. It's been like a month. We could definitely bring them in here to update
The records.
Yeah, it's been eventful.
Yes, there were other creatures made, but they were not the foul offspring of the masters that you so kindly freed us from. They were creatures in their own right. Near as we can tell from what archaeology we've been able to do through the world, we estimate the masters were here for something like 1 million years. 3 million years, somewhere in that range.
That's a big range.
The geological, we are eager to get this advanced sciences from your people because we have yet to determine the geological age of the masters' buildings. But we've discovered that nature has reached a sort of equilibrium as a result of the natural selection that there's. You're aware of natural selection, of course,
Yeah.
and which
Quite.
Are you?
I'm an engineer and I have healing and lore. I
I'd
probably.
say we have some sorcery out.
I
Alright.
know about animal training, which means they're probably no.
I mean, we are
think it
wizards,
means
but we also know
power
about
means,
nuclear.
Yeah. Well, yes. Humanity, through the constant reavings, was sort of preserved from this, from a stable genetic base from the world of the gods. But the creatures have sort of equaled to equilibrium. There were some difficulties. We are not a warlike people. We sought to preserve as much as we can through our landscaping, preserving. A few species did die out in the early years due to our experimentations, but the world is largely untouched. If you wish to preserve Nagalisitu, it shall be a gorgeous garden for you. We've tamed the sloughs. Though the bloodbirds are gone, we've kept the eye vipers alive, even though they were their primary prey. A rich ecosystem awaits.
None of them are trying to kill all of you.
Sorry, foreheads.
Well,
Oh,
the
many
blood
many
boats?
do, but they
they're
were
not like-
driven extinct. I apologize.
The leech cats were driven extinct?
No, the bloodbirds.
Bloodbirds.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Remember, there was a snap.
Oh, yeah.
But what will I eat if there are no bloodbirds?
And there are still wild leech cats in the farther lands. We have taken means to preserve them, though we do have our pets now. As you can see, you see up on a sill there is like a leech cat this big, just sort of like yawning with its proboscis and then going back to sleep.
I sigh and go, I hope they make steeds them.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, are they still like big ones too?
Yes, in
Okay.
primitive villages that still engage in the old agriculture as a means of worship of Seer.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, so it sounds, rather nice. Like,
Yes, we have sought to make a world worthy of your arrival.
Where is Cheska?
Who?
Cheska, the immortal.
You speak of one of the ancient tribes you united. Yes, I'm afraid long dead, Master Forehands. I mean,
No, this
There was a leader of that tribe. She was
Immortal.
she lasted through
Guys,
the ages.
She was undying.
Some
Pull everybody aside.
this was not legend.
No.
I'm gonna pull.
No.
I'm gonna pull everybody aside real quick. Just a moment. We need a moment to confer. Okay. You told me something about her being a little iffy last time. No?
yeah.
Okay. How would they perceive her now, in light of Seer, she being a keeper of moon goddesses?
Oh, she's a daemon at best.
Okay. So please don't be offended, Forehands. They're
That
going
is
to be.
my mother you're speaking of.
Yeah, that was a friend of mine. And definitely a friend of Sweetheart's here. Remember. So, we need to figure out a phrasing they can find, which means asking directly apparently isn't working. So, we need to research and look for legends of old, weird tales of... How did you describe her again? What was she like?
she was like 7
was-
feet tall.
yeah, so
living
she-
in a
Wait.
hermitage cottage.
She was beginning to look like, you remember the sorcerer slavers? Like, she was beginning to look like that.
Okay, so we need to find descriptions of that.
Yeah.
or any particular legends of two sleepers who two twin sisters of the moon who sleep
Right.
in ice beds.
Isolated moon cults, maybe? Something like that? We need to, hit the libraries with that and maybe find some people we can rely on. We get those,
Klingzer, are you sure I cannot just simply grab and shake until the information comes out of them?
I mean, I'm sure you can scare the shit out of them, but that's all you'll get.
It's been about...
Are you certain?
They're giving us
Oh,
everything
yes.
they want. It's everything we need. We don't need to fight for this.
The problem with interrogation is if they don't know what you're talking about, they aren't going to tell you anything.
Or they're going to...
Or
they'll just
at
lie.
worst, they'll lie to you, and then we've got nothing.
Right. False information. That's bad.
Okay.
But
We need to find-
grabby shaky is what generally works.
Not anymore. We're dealing
Are
with
you okay?
intellectuals.
These are
Yes, certainly. This is quite interesting.
these are the infants of 10,000 spawnings of the people you know.
So,
I am
but,
well aware. I was
but
born
to-
in this.
to go
I was
with
born in the
basically,
year of
there
the
is
distempered
like
fruit
one of ours
bat.
who may
I
have fallen
understand that
into
time
more
has
of the
passed.
legends at this
Yes,
point.
but
So
they don't
if
even
there's
use that
something
calendar
that
anymore.
we might be, if there's any documentation that we might be able to go through, like oddities in the world right now, something that might come off as more supernatural, but really it only stayed as urban myth with you.
So you would do you wish a concordance of naturalism, perhaps an encyclopedic catalog of creatures of Nagalisitu?
That would be a very helpful.
folklore,
Folklore,
yes.
we want folklore.
We want mythology.
Oh,
Mythology specifically.
Dead mythology, or would you care for an encyclopedia of the cults? We have the cult directory.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, very much yes.
The cult directory. Oh, yes. You do wish to go to the debates, then? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sure, why not?
Are there a lot of cults?
Well, of course.
Oh, okay.
The debates are dog friendly, of course, yes?
Yeah, certainly. All in the capital.
I have the
Should have
original
expected that.
All right. Let's go to the debates.
Why would we oppress someone after we labored so long to find knowledge which is holy as it is shown by the light of Seer, but we were dead inside, and just it took our whole lives to recatalog the ephemera and the trivia we learned, and we could not move forward. We had no dreams. We had no gods leading us. Why would we forbid another man or woman from pursuing that same goal?
Okay. I mean, that's
Odd approach,
logical,
but I can respect it.
Yeah.
freedom
I like
of
it.
religion.
We
freedom is a good thing.
we have negotiated. We of the original Church of Syria, or at least that's how we see it, have negotiated to build our cathedral upon the portal in order to ensure your safety from those cults that do not believe in you or believe you to be malign influences on Nagalisitu.
Oh, they would want to kill us.
No, they're not barbarians. They would merely strongly disagree with your presence here. It would be quite unpleasant.
That's their decision.
I tap my spot.
Yes, Abbott, you are correct.
Indeed.
It would indeed be very unpleasant.
Yes.
We can find agreement in that
We
statement.
can't ruin this. We can't.
No, I know it's beautiful, and we're going to ruin it because it wouldn't be a fucking game
I was
otherwise.
going to say,
But I love it.
because we're here.
Yeah.
No, remember, it's just take everyone aside.
Which, of course, will be our own.
Relax, I will deal with the Abbott. Excuse me, Mr. Rabbit.
There's sort of a man moving his legs in what appears to be this crazy whirligig nonsense. Flying, sort of like looking closely down at you.
I'm sorry, Brother Castor, but we will change siege
Abbott.
warfare forever!
Abbott waves.
Yes.
Huh? What is that thing?
That's the first
Oh, I don't
thing I
know.
think about. Fuck
You don't know?
No, I've never seen one before.
Hey, come down here!
Yes.
I'm your god!
He comes down here, lands. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, I'm Caster.
How many can
That's
ride on
you,
this?
That's me. Look, what is that? And I want to write it. Then move over.
Yes. Are you aware of how the levers work?
Engineering check. Can I figure this out?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
What do you call this contraption, sir?
Let's see here. I can get 3/8.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's sort of a rocky start.
Yeah.
pop
But
the
you're
clutch.
okay. It's like, oh, yes, I've designed it well.
How
handled it very-
many men can you put on this? How much can it hold?
Well, my wife and my 2 children have ridden in it. Yes.
At the same time? Oh no, I'm not here.
It was a rather tight squeeze, but yes, I could
Make them
expand.
bigger.
I
Scroll.
perhaps I haven't quite seen the need. It's just we're
What
trying to keep
funding
a
would
small
you
family.
need to make this bigger?
Funding?
Funding, yes. Materials, supplies, brain power.
Well, it took me many years in the woods to gather all of that, and I had to learn metallurgy. That took the longest way. I don't have a skill for it.
Now, adjutant, as I was trying to tell you,
I think you're underestimating yourself.
that's 2 soldiers.
What's your name?
1 archer from
You're flying.
air,
Are you just flying around?
Yeah,
it
yeah,
right
I'm
now?
flying
5
around.
on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just flying
Alone.
circles around that.
Clin,
We can work on
Clint?
it. Get the model
This
first.
is neat. I like it.
would you like it to be named after you?
Yes.
It's just a caster now. Yes.
Yeah!
I have often wondered what the device should be called.
I deck him.
I'm fine. You can't take
You see sort of a man of wings just go diving off and swoop over you and away in a different flying machine. No, he's not that close to the ground. You realize they have vastly eclipsed you in terms of technology.
I drop weeping to the ground.
This
All
is
right, I'll
amazing.
land the flying machine.
We must quietly work forth getting our new recruits to work with these individuals.
Yes, but we need to. Yeah. So our first priority is to go hear about these cults because that sounds like that's a point of contention, or like they may be a problem for us to bring in the.
We need to find Cheska.
We also need to find Cheska because
The cults will lead us to her.
yeah,
Done.
yeah. So Abbott, yes, take us to the debates.
Yes.
And I'll get what was it? Clint's the flying machine. Klein.
Yes.
Klein. Thank you, Klein. I'll be. Do you have plans of these? Like I don't know. Schematics.
I could have my son scribe some.
Oh yeah, could you?
He's been working on his calligraphy.
Yeah, and send it to the Monastery of the Seer.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, awesome. Your God approves. Yeah.
The abbot sort of bows, like, yes, hey.
Klein, you have been chosen for greatness. Please feel honored.
I do, yes.
All right.
Castles will fall at your name.
Here's a muffin.
An old woman sort of comes up and like gives you a flower and toothlessly smiles and hobbles away. Yeah.
Take the flower, give her a hug.
All right.
Ah.
I guess make our way to finding. We're researching.
Yeah,
all
the
the
debates.
debates.
Yeah, we got to do it.
We're looking
What's
for signs of Cheska.
What's
All
the debates?
right. You go to a pretty massive amphitheater, of which there are, various large stone sort of plinths erected oddly through the different seating area. It is on the site of the large wooden building that you had the original debate in, and the abbot goes, "I must summon everyone. We were not prepared for your arrival. I apologize, but we'll get everyone here as soon as we can. And you shall have the floor."
Okay.
Could I get some water for my dogs?
Could I get a chair instead of sitting on the floor?
Yes,
I sit on the floor?
certainly, Lord Forehands. Yes.
Can we ask them questions, or do you, when you're bringing everybody here, do they expect us to tell them stuff, or can we ask them things?
No, you may ask them. All will answer. I don't know why they would.
Oh, all right. I didn't know what
And I will have the books brought to you forthwith.
All right.
So Steve and a bunch of kids like running, bringing you the dusty tomes and scrolls.
Steve, help us read.
The language should be to your understanding.
I just want you to help us.
Okay.
Yes, I shall stay. I would love to be in your presence.
Okay.
Remain.
Yes.
All right.
Steve, what kind of meat do people eat now that
Would
there
be
are no
lore
more
checks to-
bloodbirds?
Steve, do you like
Excuse
gladiator movies?
What kind of meat do people eat now that there are no more bloodbirds?
Like
Animals.
other
What kind of-
creatures?
yes, what kind of animals
Oh,
are
we
food animals?
that would be we've discovered through studies that is bad for our health, as it must be, as we are not gods, as it makes people slow and logy, and we have
It was so close.
The Twilight Zone episode.
I gotta read through.
Yeah.
What do the dogs eat?
what did the dogs
Dogs
eat?
must always have meat.
Yes, yeah. They eat when other creatures die. We do the blood yam, and it sustains them as it sustains the leash cats.
Okay, well,
We've refined it into a meal, though.
interesting. Well, I
Yes.
suppose we should have some of that then. I mean,
Well,
it's
sort of a powder.
gonna be your highest protein you're gonna get.
So we have blood
Protein
jam powder now.
Would your dogs need some
They probably do.
meal powder?
At this point, they probably do.
I will go get some, sir.
Thank you, Steve. You're a good lad.
It's running away. All right, you have a bunch of books. Lore check.
Yep.
All right. Time to nerd out.
I have no lore.
I'm not.
Which
Nor
is
do
good.
I.
You just had 3 experience points. You could have chosen to have lore, but you
I had
made
to
a
keep
choice.
2. You know why?
I know why.
Oh, I got
damn
one that's not spent
2
yet,
eights.
but
Let's see here.
I don't know if lore would actually be a thing.
3 twos.
Beforehands would
It's
actually
not very
have any
much, but I
knowledge
got it
of.
really
So-
fast.
Well, and I got 2 8s to help you on that, so.
There was a period of terror. The Likaken became the forward guard in what became a guild of explorers that became to dominate the old college system that came before, as they sought to push further in directions they'd already conquered, and most fervently in the non-direction that didn't exist on the map. Of the 11 directions when you were first there.
The hell direction.
And they expanded to the borders of a continent. There's a map. You do not know what is beyond it. They have not gone to the seas, as they have yet to find something that can float in them. As there appears to be some sort of geological formation that makes the water rather acidic over time, and that is purged out by the water cycle, thankfully. But it is not great on the oceans, so they don't know how big the planet is. They've done quite a bit of astrology, Did you think your world was flat? Because theirs isn't. And they're arguing pretty adamantly for it. I don't know how you believe that with twos. Maybe you think it's all poppycock.
Ancient Greeks knew that the world was round. They could do it by measuring shadows in a well.
So they have a pretty unique construction. They started with a culture of absolute skepticism, doubt, and meritocracy. Then they realized the objective truth of spirituality in that, it predicted and defeated creatures that could have wiped them out. And as such, they have pursued that with the same zeal. So theology is a thing that all people study in order to attain fulfillment, but people discover, it's continuing revelation. It's shamanic. The seer is by far not the only god, and they sort of regard everything with sort of a insert religion here existentialism. Like, well, it might not be real, but if life is demonstrably better with it, go with it. And so it led to a wild renaissance of creativity. In a world that was pretty, dominated by engineers before. There is an architectural revolution, and they have basically, it's just a dizzying amount of knowledge if you're studying the history of the lore. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we get to bend them towards war.
Well, remember, these people are going to get destroyed when they go.
Oh, no, they're literally checking their socks right now.
So,
okay?
if we can foster them towards more defense
Renaissance
than anything else.
Italy meets the fucking Mongols.
Well,
Yeah.
Been bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't peaceful in Renaissance. But yeah.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, you think the artisan community and stuff.
Yeah.
We need to teach them all about war so they can defend themselves. And
we need to find our Lord.
yeah, what's the political system here? Is this just like communist anarchy? Everybody is working together in a utopian society, or do they have a political hierarchy of any kind?
Are you asking Steve?
Yeah.
Well, yes. The one with the most degrees is typically given the most power for an area in which they have studied.
Okay.
But this is altered by largely debates between those who are considered masters of the spirit, of which all of us must be acquainted and have our own degrees of mastery of ourselves. And these debates are continued about the spending and collection of resources and how one should fill your time. I mean, there was a bit of democracy during the Great Automation, but since then...
The Great Automation.
Yes, the sort of design and testing phase for the automatons and machines that plow our fields, clear land, and various other things.
Oh, is that through magic, like solar-powered carts and things?
Some are. There are some that operate through the wind. Others are used during... did you know the Earth generates heat? Yes, the Nagalisitu generates its own heat, and that can be harnessed.
You don't use horses?
We have horses. They're quite lovely and very fun to ride.
Are you using any kind of magical aspects for the power sources, or is it just the generation through these external means?
Science through the portal? Yes, we've done quite a bit of that. None of that master's nonsense, though.
Although
nothing is sacrificed or murdered like those hellish creatures.
Excellent. If I could take a look at those books, that would be fascinating to me.
The schematics?
Well, at least for the portal sciences that you've discussed.
Oh, yeah.
So there was, so we're going to keep looking through things for references to, I don't know, people who, look like the sorcerers, or legendary creatures that are 7 feet tall and skinny and weird looking and...
Strange hags in the woods that cast spells on people.
Yeah, that too.
Let's be honest.
There's agricultural, there's archaeological records. People are filtering in as you're doing this, like in ones and twos, getting to various places, being helped in, a lot of older people whispering, excitedly looking at you.
You know what? To create goodwill,
taking seats.
I'll actually help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
why
yes.
not? I mean, shit.
Yeah, they come in, So you're going to go do that?
Yeah.
All right.
I won't announce my presence. I'll just walk up and help. And
oh, they know what you look like.
All right, make a chance. But
they've got medallions of you and stuff.
Cool. I will go and just help out.
Yeah. Autographing them.
Be man of the people,
Yeah. So they help you in, and they do all this, and you're doing all that. What are you all studying there in the pit as you wait?
Well, after I have a quiet sob over the fact that they've turned into a society of vegetarians, I'm probably going to be... I still don't read, because barbarian. I have a lore of 0 for a reason. Yeah. I'm just going to be people watching.
Yeah. Did you hug the old lady?
I did.
All right. Give me something to write a note on.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch!
So, Klingsher, you're being helped in.
That's helping people.
A trio of older gentlemen and a woman come up to you and like, are you Captain Klingsher?
Max
On the
Hunting
hunting
sir?
bed?
Yes.
Oh, it is such a joy to meet you, sir. Have you heard the good word of the night?
That was the other part of the sea religion.
Let us speak quietly aside.
Yes, certainly. Here, into one of the retiring rooms.
Do you like flowers? Lilies, perhaps? Never mind. We'll discuss that later.
Okay. They open up a door you didn't know was there into like the most decadent pillowed room you've ever seen.
Head in.
Yeah, there's weird smoking devices and sort of like
Toke it up.
yeah, chase lounges on crack.
And speaking of hugging, I will be hugging anyone who comes in for one because I don't sign autographs.
Oh, they're all keeping a respective distance from you. All right, it's starting to fill up. Everyone in the pit of the debate can roll scrutinize.
Yep. Going to...
Not sight or hearing.
Nope, scrutinize.
Okay, and that's on.
and hope for the best.
Oh, I can roll that.
I'm not there.
Yes! 3 tens! Ha ha!
Nice.
As a matter
All
of
right.
fact, not only am I going to roll that, I'm going to roll that in this nice new easy roller dice.
All right.
You have to say it, though.
You realize that this is starting to fill up. People are starting to get like refreshments and fan themselves and whatnot. And you look at them, and they are generally older. About the youngest person in the room is in their 40s. And you realize with tens, this space was built for about 3 times as many people for capacity. There is not a lot of them.
Having a population
Oh,
crisis.
shit. Yeah.
Could be something else, too.
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you. I'm not there. Fuck it.
Yep. So you go in there and they start speaking to you. It's like, Captain Klingshow, we always found that you of all the lords were spoke most to us, and the secrets of Seer, that he not all are evil, not all deserve to be understood. There are mysteries that in their unknowing raise the height of both man and woman of all Nagalisites.
Quietly ponder how drunk I was last time.
Understanding them, it is truly the nature of our task is to not to understand all, but to understand that which Seer wishes us to understand. And some must be reserved for the gods, like yourself.
I have an odd question. It's been bothering me since I've returned this time. Do you know of the sleepers?
The sleepers.
Oh.
Sisters.
The sisters? The Moon Sisters? From long ago.
So one of the old men nods, and the other,
This is of
Brother Caspin,
some
he has
concern.
spoken.
Perhaps you might lead me down that path.
So the old man gets up and starts leaving, and they're just like, "Oh, we must follow. Brother Caspin has not spoken in decades, since he has achieved the final rank of the mysteries."
Lovely. Spur the dogs forward, move on.
Yeah. So they are leading you from the building. Yeah.
I'm totally getting murdered.
Klingzer, where are you going?
No, I'm in a secret passage.
You're with the rest of us on stage.
I'm gone.
Yep.
All right. So Shao comes back. Is like, all have arrived. Yes. What do you wish to speak to us about?
I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
I stood here before your forebears, arguing for the light of seer. Versus the truth of known, but that's neither here nor there. It was full.
Please, to the speaking circle.
Yes. So I go over them.
Your voice deafens. Like, it's just boom. Like, you talk through this stone circle, and it's very loud. You recognize what all those plinths are for.
When I first stood before the great audience of this land, this room was full to hear the great debate. Why is it not full now? Do we not draw the same reverence from your people as we once did?
All of the great leaders of the capital are here, all that could make it. We have sent people to the countryside, but they're scattered. It will take many days for them to come in. But you have the most degreed men and women in all of Nagalisitu.
Where are your younger scholars? Where are your people? Why are you so few?
The children? They're being educated.
The ones in the middle, the ones who have achieved adulthood but not honored status yet.
Educated, yes. Children?
By what age does one cease to be a child?
Well, when one is of, beyond the follies and ignorance of youth, but able to contribute to Nagalisitu, usually no later than 35.
Do they have...
Steve is exceptionally bright.
What? Man, okay.
Steve's like 20.
Oh.
Might I interject?
He
into
looks
this
younger,
discussion?
all right.
Just a moment, because I feel that I should point out that our presence is one that would be most educational. Do you not see that those who are most in need of the education should be part of the audience?
Oh,
Bring us the children, the understudies.
The autoscribes are recording all you say, Master Fourhands.
The what?
The autoscribes, yes.
What?
So he brings you a plate. Continue speaking.
What manner of sorcery is
It
this?
sort of looks like a crystal, and you see, various V's and stuff. And different languages are available. He sort of touches it, and all the V's change.
Where did you find... Did you make this yourself?
No, not personally. It's not one of my skill sets.
Is this an invention of your culture?
Yes, yeah.
What is it running off of, too? Is it actually taking the sound, or what's the trade-off here?
Oh, it is a rather ingenious use of a phosphorescent fungus we found in one of the caves on the southern tip of the continent. You see, you take the sound energy of one, but only through the air, which you can sort of... He just goes into a magical, technical...
I'm sitting there fascinated by
that
this.
dizzies you.
This is not the time for this.
No, this is the time. We need
Where's
to
the
know.
people?
Okay,
No,
all right,
now's
we're
not the
getting
time
too
for
far
a
into
lecture on
the-
all right, so, okay.
mechanism
Big
for
picture,
outside
big
space.
picture.
All right, sorry. I interrupted.
picture is
I
made up of
interrupted
smaller
my esteemed
pictures.
colleague.
We
So,
need to get the smaller pictures to get the big picture.
but this does bring up an interesting question. So, what is the
Do
length
you
of
not
your
know how
current...
to build a dam one tree at a time? This is the tree.
What is your current lifespan?
It is not... What? Sorry.
It is the average lifespan?
Yes.
The 70s.
So, and that seems like
Can you have kids before you're considered an adult?
Certainly, yes.
Okay. Do people do that?
Is it
Yes,
socially
there
acceptable?
have been a few.
So you probably have your own census and keep track of that.
Oh, yes, you were census records.
Yeah. All right. Well, are you at a replacement rate in your birth rate?
You replacing what?
Members of your society.
The die.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean not all of them.
I mean, like, given current trends, will you still be around in 100 years?
Who can say?
I'm assuming nothing bad happens. Will you just run out of people because there are more deaths than there are more births?
That's doubtful. We're still animals with needs. I am sure something will change by then.
So if nothing changes, you will.
Well, yes.
Okay. So.
So what you're saying is that there are more people being born than there are people dying.
I know.
The reverse of that.
I must be
More people are dying
Zardon.
in our. They have a declining birth rate. It's Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why are there not people? Why are there not birds? Did you forget how to make babies?
Oh no, it is one of the greatest pleasures. Yes.
It's just they're too busy working on their degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It takes so much to raise a child to be a functioning member of Nagalisitu and maintain unity. In the past, we've had children that were harmed by fools that did not listen to the wisdom of the debates, and they caused great strife amongst our society. They damaged it. We did all we could to help them, but when they harmed and even hurt people, an improper education can warp the mind and make something twisted. And are we to punish them for our failures as parents? Are we to hurt them back? What would this accomplish? The only sane means is to focus more. We've not perfected the art. I admit there are still problem children. Some do not graduate till even 40. But we have tamed the blood because we have discovered wisdom and the height of the soul.
Like I said, they need less of a Kirk and more of a Zardoz. Anyhow.
Don't say Zardoz. You knew what happened the last time.
Anyhow.
All right, you are being led through the streets, of which many people are like watching these sort of stone tablets in various places. Scribe ruins. You have no idea what they mean, but they're sort of in large crowds, just sort of furiously talking. Yay! You see a few children here and there, but not many. You are led through the streets by the very old man to what appears to be a traditional Newt church made of, very, very fine jewels, elaborate materials you would not find in Newt.
I'm guessing it stands out for the fact that it is Knutstedian.
Yeah, it is. It is a very conservative Newtstedian cathedral. Of course, the materials it is made out of and its size make it rival the one in Newt. And you are led into it, and Brother Caspin points you down a flight of stairs.
Nod, glance over my shoulder first, but then go down the stairs with my dogs.
Yeah. You go down the stairs. You are in a pit, lit only by torches and candlelight, and it is surrounded by books and scrolls and more of the scribing autoscribers. And then you see another door. There is another very old man sitting before it, and he sort of sees you, and then he looks up at a statue that is basically across for him where he's been sitting, and it is of you.
My one job my entire life was not to let anyone pass unless they look like that.
I'll look up the statue
And I
mutter to myself under my breath. My nose is still a bit off.
And he pauses and he pushes out a bowl of reddish powder that your dogs sniff and then hurriedly eat, and then bark happily and continue to eat. And then he pets them and ushers you to move on.
I take it there to remain here.
Enjoy the arena blood yam.
Very well. Advance, because obviously this is something important.
Yeah.
And I'm important.
You go down again, much, much further, into a cave that appears to be bioluminescent. And off these glistening blue waters, you see pictographs, pictures on both ends. And where they start, you recognize some of that stuff. You were there for that. Like The destruction of the masters. You see the first depiction you've ever seen of the overseer.
The sun rising. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah.
Cool. That brief moment of like humility, and then just like,
Wait, is this the actual cave that from the first tribe that we were in? Is this the same
Cheska's
cave?
tribe.
Yeah, Cheska's tribe. Is this that cave, or is this another cave or another area that has the same kind of?
You couldn't tell at this point.
Okay.
In my case, I'm going to
It's been
advance.
It's been 1,000 years or so of geological change. So.
it's fine.
Straighten my back a bit. Hand on the,
I know, but it's long for you who wasn't scrutinizing the rocks with the diaphanous cult around.
My character would.
like I said, straighten my back, hand on the pommel, and advance with pride.
All right, there is a small child who is waiting at the door and sort of points to a place on the stone that is shaped exactly like your sword.
Draw the long sword. Yeah, well, you took measurements last time. I was scarcely aware. Boing.
It fits perfectly. The door opens. The child bows.
Man, it would have sucked if you'd lost that sword in battle.
I saved it from the vines, damn you.
I just
Anyhow. Hand goes onto the poignard. Just, again, resting on the pommel. And then advance to the next point.
All right, as you go further into the pit, what's going on back at the debate?
No. Tell me more about these auto scribes.
There's a lot of other things we have to. I mean, there's flying machines. There's all kind of technology we need to see what they've done.
Now is not the time for technology.
Yeah.
Now is the time for...
Societal change.
Well, yes, all of it. We need to hear everything that has changed.
Yeah,
You said you
we
were
should
part
get
of a
Sylvia.
cult?
You could give them a demonstration.
No. Gross.
Oh,
Okay, you say
they know the
What group do you worship?
the
You up there.
Me, Master Forehead?
Yes. How does your worship work?
Sort of scooches over.
yeah.
I worship pure reason. You hear like half of the audience just like God. I believe the old ways of the original Nagalisitu was best. Yes, I acknowledge your influence has created many wonderful things, but I do think there is a point in which the purity of Nagalisitu intents must be maintained in order to remain our identity. And like, oh God,
No.
like,
Hey, I believe we have the floor.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, what is your name, sir?
I'm a lady. Yes, but that's how I identify.
It's a little hard to tell from here. I apologize.
Yes, it's the robes.
It definitely. I cannot see your boots from here, so it's hard for me to tell. Madam, if you would join us.
Yes, she's got a speaking clip now. Yes, what do you wish of me?
Well, I would like to get some point and counterpoint, if I may. Who has the diametrically opposed viewpoint to this nice lady? Anyone?
Like I'm a member of the Do. For those of you who don't know, they like 3/4 of everyone raises their hand, and some are like kind of.
I'm going to find the one who's...
One guy says, think of that as a polarity, perhaps is maybe not the most useful intellectual framework.
You, sir. You seem to know what you're talking about. Take that, Blip.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Rather well.
Lord of Without Time. Yes. It is very wonderful to meet you. I am a professor of theology at the Capital University. Yes, so I would be happy to answer any questions you have about the spirit of Nagalisitus.
So, I would like to know the differences between your faith and this Lady of the Dew.
Oh, it's a very interesting topic. See, you are and he just goes on and like on. So you are the ultimate religious event the last time. Like you found hell, you brought it back, and you killed it. From there, they don't really like killing things, and you already killed hell. So it's just every interpretation of that event possible. got a certain group of people, unless it started violence, in which case those people were, reformed back into the community, and we changed the way we reared children so as to not have that happen again, because many died, and we just had to, try and talk people out of doing that again. So there is Princess Sylvia is God. Princess Sylvia is seer. This isn't the real sun. The other sun through your portal isn't the real sun. Your demons meant to mislead us, and we must convince you otherwise that Nagalisitu is correct. There is no God. Everyone is God. Leech cats are God. It is just a dizzying theological array in every direction, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to make a point of hearing out each and every one of them.
Well, that'll take a while.
And it's taking a while. Anyway, back in the pit, you get into a very dark cave, and there is very little light, except you see from a pool in there is a running water through it, a swiftly running river. You see a dim glow coming up from beneath it.
Advance towards it? I guess it's the best bet I've got.
You look down, and though it is difficult to see, you see two forms encased in a blue ice, sunk deep beneath the rushing waters of this underground river.
Two things. One, I put my armor aside, and two, I am well blessed.
Yeah, you're well blessed. Not for spelunking dives. I will say you, as a whale blessed, you realize getting in that river is a bad idea. It is shooting into a lightless underground cavern on either
So
side.
I consider it for a second.
At very high speeds, yeah.
And then say, well, I imagine I've been led here for a reason. Is anybody present that I might not be able to see without a torch?
You should feel very blessed, Captain Klingsher. You have achieved the 47th degree of mystery. Not known even to Brother Caspian, who brought you here.
You have no idea what I've achieved involving this, but anyhow, yes.
And so a face sneering with teeth, and high above you comes leering down out of the
dark. Does it
dark.
look like a familiar sort of face on multiple
No,
times?
it's familiar in that they look like those nightmare creatures you sacrificed a month ago.
That's what I was getting at, actually.
Yeah.
Oh!
You don't really recognize it. It's bald.
Did one of you survive?
I have survived, Klingsher, as you made me.
Ooh. I wasn't here for this, was I?
You were. Duiner, I suppose we could call him to blame, but I'm afraid I must down here since you returned the sun. It appears that there's some reactions to the process that I had not considered until it took full effect.
So it made you one of...
Yes, I have ascended to what the masters made themselves.
We probably should have considered the wording on that.
Why? I have sought to do my duty in the eons you have been gone.
You've done really well.
As you can see, Lily and IDA are protected.
No, and...
The water helps cool the magical ice as it melts.
It's melting.
Yes, all is melting in a way, Captain Klingsher. That's why I brought you here.
I see. So, in that matter, are you telling me it's almost time?
By my perception, certainly. It is moments away. By yours, mere seconds.
We've brought an army. Is it too late for that?
Well, how many are they?
I give a rough estimate of, the numbers.
Of the Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid that won't do. For the task you've set yourself. The magic of the Masters is fading. I have done what I can to preserve Lily and IDA from the hands of the groping ecstatic cultists you've left in your wake. I have helped preserve their magic as best I can, but they shall soon return to your world, and you have made a slavering treasure. You will birth into the world a defenseless, mewling, screaming morsel in which the savage, teeth-rending kingdoms of my home shall ravenously consume and grow strong and then tear into each other. You have created a thing that will be eaten and metastasized into a cancer that will grow and consume the 7 kingdoms.
Those were words. So, things are not like, So, you're saying it's happening now? Like, now? Or do we have a few decades? Months?
Well, time is different for me, Klingsher, but you have made a perfect society that is too perfect to live in the world we are from. Only I know this. Only I have memories of violence. When murders occur here, they speak to the murderer. They wish to make them apologize. They mourn in sadness as if there is no other reaction. You made a society without anger, a society of rationality and pure forgiveness. They will be destroyed, every last man, woman, and child, and their corpses shall carry treasures that the Queen of Newt, the most sage diplomats of Yi-Chan, the foolest Vitrian savage on his mountain, and the host lords of Vigia would kill their own children to achieve. Are you aware of how they created the cathedral you came through? How they blasted the stone out?
I'm afraid not. Was it some sort of alchemy like, your friend?
It would make your little swamp burning look quaint in comparison. What these people wield shall destroy the world you come from and all that you sought to be here. And IDA and Lily shall be among them.
I'm going to stare for a couple seconds. Oh, it seems like a couple seconds, but it's probably like actual time, about a minute. Grimace. So, sink or swim, huh? Is there any way to toughen them up very, very quickly?
I have had much time to think on this, Klingsher. I could help you, but I wanted to bring it to you as I'm afraid the prejudices of our old home have poisoned your comrades against me. We need your command to see that IDA and Lily is correct. The command of a true officer.
I fear they don't respect my command much now that the power's gone to their heads. They are wayward far too often.
Maximilian, I saw your distress at the sight of what Nagalisitu had become when you first came, and you were crippled by it, and I fear you lacked the words that it took me eons to find. You've brought them hell to teach them religion. You must bring them war to teach them to fight. They need an invasion, Maximilian. It is the only way they will understand the truth of what you say. Otherwise, you will be but savages. They treat religion and the gods as if it is a popularity contest. They vote in and vote out what they see as absolute truth, as a means of appeasing the vacancy inside all men.
You mean they don't do violent revolutions anymore?
They never have had one, Maximilian.
Well, is there a faction that might... I mean, I've done this apparently now, once before.
I assume that to get here you have taken some enemies on? Perhaps Daryl the Squinty-Eyed? I remember him being mentioned by others. Has Newt?
A bit embarrassed right now, but I imagine he would be the best. Are you proposing drawing him in?
I am proposing drawing someone in.
A small invasion force, perhaps?
Certainly. I'll do what I can.
course, they have to die before they even get that far in.
Who is they?
The invaders.
No. They must be fought in Nagalisitu. Nagalisitu must see what is coming when they pop into the other world. They've never known invasion. They've never known oppression. The overseer foolishly wiped it from their minds. They are babes, innocent and pure. You have made the perfect society, and it is too perfect to live. You must give it a flaw. You are an indulgent parent. You must discipline the Nagalisitu.
There are no internal factions that could possibly offer this resistance?
They will debate strongly. If they did, they would be called even further into the community.
No resistance to this academic obfuscation?
They have a martial art they call Likeku that they give the hot-blooded youths.
Is that the one where you jump from a tree?
It is an even more elaborate form of dance than it ever was before.
Well, shit. They've at least trained some of their dogs in violence, yes?
No.
Are they lap dogs?
Yes, Klingsha.
Dear God. And what is my role except approval?
You have none but to make it right. I am not trusted by your fellows, but I have seen the way. If you do not wish to use the experience of ages, I question why you privileged me with this vantage point upon which to see your works.
I was merely asking my role in your plan.
Well, you're the leader, Klingsha. Your role is to make it happen.
Make the invasion happen or the resistance?
Both.
And how might I expedite the invasion?
Oh, I could help with that. But I would need your word that my help would be approved. It would cost me greatly.
I mean, do you need a letter with a seal or what?
Oh, I will need you to do a few things.
And what might they be?
She will go on to tell you. Meanwhile, the debates are sort of...
What the fuck is he sweep me aside? What am I going to do?
The debates are sort of shutting down. They're, please stop talking about theology. It is going on and on and on. I would allow all of you to scrutinize, except for forehands.
All right.
Forehands, you can roll lie.
Oh, 2 6s.
There you go.
Yeah, come back here. Come on, buddy. 7s.
3 9s.
That'll beat them. All right, it's just a really long, dry debate. They're back to where they used to be. God, this is going to take forever. Just a really long academic debate. So the guy's still droning on about theology. I'll let you whisper amongst yourselves away from the speaking plinth while I use the bathroom about what you will do next.
All right, fine. You're right. We've talked about religion enough. I would like to talk about food, though. At what time did you guys decide that eating meat was wrong? Was it before you ran out of bloodbirds, or was it after you ran out of bloodbirds? Is the last bloodbird still out there somewhere, maybe? And if so, where would its hidden habitat be?
I think
We believe in ecological preservation.
I think this is less an issue of, a certain resource running out as compassionate consumption.
If it has a will, it has a soul. You shut the fuck up.
No, I mean they're very enlightened. They understand.
Yeah.
They're very empathetic. They're kind of like the polar. I mean,
Well, I think that if you did the
opposite of
appropriate
their-
action,
yeah.
that eating meat would be good. And besides, it was blood meat. Blood meat is good for you. It's high in protein.
Well,
But they seems like they've supplemented with other things that are protein based too. The blood yams, obviously.
Yeah, but man cannot live by blood yam alone. Man must have blood bird to go with blood yam. Otherwise, what's the point in having blood yam?
I think we need to get away from the blood based economy here.
The debate continues.
Yes. Yes, it does.
so yeah, we need to.
And I'm fairly certain that my associate, Castor could really use a drink. Do you still make that fermented wine thing?
Yeah, I imagine they do. They're really good.
Yeah,
taste.
they have spirits.
Yeah. So we made them smarter and more civilized, and now they're really advanced. But they're so peaceful now that they're all going to die.
Not one thing.
And we want.
Lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, I thought the whole hell thing.
Have your note back.
They don't even eat the bloodbirds anymore, but granted, that's a moot point because they've apparently exterminated the bloodbirds.
Well, I think.
How did the bloodbirds die?
Well, we did wipe out the Hellfire Gremlins. Who knows what damage I would have done to the ecosystem?
They refer you to the play, I Know Why the Bloodbird Dies.
They begin talking
kill a
about a
bloodbird.
history of natural ecology and how they manipulated, the early experiments of manipulating the Nagalisitu, because many on the expeditions did die through animal attacks.
Okay.
But they did sort of tame various creatures, drive them past certain lands. Yeah.
Okay.
What are there still bloodskitos though?
Oh, yes! This old man starts slowly walking to a speaking plant.
Oh, God.
We just had to ask the question.
Are they the size of those balls you
All
throw
right,
for the hoops?
Castor, you
Yeah.
are back at the debate. You have instructions that I will give you eventually. But
Klinger.
yeah, Klingshirts, yeah. Sorry. You return. They're still talking about the, profligation of the bloodbird, in exhausting detail.
So for a horror
Some
joke,
older
I
men
get a
have gone
big
to
black
sleep
cape
and-
now?
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to fix this society.
Well, we're going to start by finding something that tastes as good as bloodbird and force-feeding those...
Maybe they could be peaceful if we just have them build weapons of mass destruction. We take out one enemy kingdom, and then everyone else will be too scared to try and invade.
I approve this plan.
Am I back in for this
A
exact
really
statement?
big catapult that launches a nuclear bomb, because we can probably build one of those now.
Yes.
So you want them to destroy
I'm not
themselves?
channeling anything into
No,
nuclear
no, no,
energy.
no. You didn't hear the
Say anything
catapult
about
part.
you? They don't magic.
It'll go far away.
No, whatever they know, it's beyond that. But also, it's like, dude, we know. Well, actually,
They're likely grand investigators. at
Steve,
this point.
do you have anything that will literally channel and describe my basic understanding of nuclear energy to him? Yeah. Do you have anything that generates that?
Yeah,
type
like
of
the
power?
Hellfire reactor. I mean, they have good documentation on Hellfire.
They're fairly well aware of it. As a matter of fact, that gentleman, and that lady spent an hour discussing it with us and describing it in exhaustive detail.
I think that was more a part of their own belief systems and less of
No,
a Hellfire
I don't
reactor.
think that was their belief system because they described it exactly as I saw it.
Yeah, I mean...
Because after all, I was there to see the Hellfire reactor with my own two eyes.
Well, I mean,
And
that's
they described it in great detail.
That's the other
Almost
solution.
as if they have seen it.
Well, I
They
apologize.
build long-range flying machines that can drop incredibly powerful bombs, and then we can just wipe out invading armies. And
Will that really get the point across?
if they lose an army in an instant, yeah.
But it really feels like they're going to debate them first.
Yeah, but we have the Drew's Luke. The Drew's Luke will whip them into shape and get them to... And though you teach the Drew's Luke mercenaries or their descendants how to fly machines and drop
Do we
bombs.
have that much time?
Why?
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Well, if we did want to expedite
They're
that
such great
process,
scholars. Surely they've noticed.
if we did want to expedite that process,
Yeah.
I could teach them the basic visas for converting such energy into, and they have other storage devices that probably would be able to go through that. It would hopefully.
I'm
make
more
it a little
intrigued
quick.
about the man in the bird wings.
So
The giant steel bird wings
Oh,
that allowed
that's-
him to glide across the sky.
Well, yeah,
again, that's more of an engineering and
It
part on the
Seems like
caster
these
side.
haven't been in production.
Yeah.
Are you
they're-
certain that was not magic?
No, that wasn't magic.
Because man was not meant
seen
to
squirrels
fly
do
without
that.
wings.
There's no visas on there. That was a mechanical device.
Are you certain? I
actually,
didn't get a
could
good
have
enough
had
look at it.
There's no visas.
Anyway, we're getting lots of leads.
Oh yes, you are. You are correct.
Yeah.
We were still talking about the bloodbirds and how these people slaughtered them.
God damn it. You're just like an addict, and you've been told that your drug is extinct.
You were told that you could tell him to stop now.
Now you're saying that they're extinct, but I think that it might be evolution because they said that there are still bloodskitos, and there are also still what was that other one you said? Bloodhawks?
Yeah.
Are they similar to the bloodbirds but bigger?
Hours have passed.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make a lore check to try and figure out like what.
So I will say for this.
Yeah.
So you have 3 stones.
No, I read them.
You should place one at the highest tower.
I read the other 2.
Place one in the center of the invader's army through the portal, and you should place the orange one at the place of the battlefield.
Okay. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go hit a tavern. I need some time to think. This is really messing with my head.
Everyone roll scrutinize. You roll live.
I've only got 5 dice for that.
Nope.
2 6s.
No.
Nope. Oh, let's see. I've got a
He's acting real fucking weird. You pretty much know why he's acting real fucking weird. Yeah.
Cleanser. Maybe you shouldn't be alone because you acted really weird last time. And
Well, my entire purpose seems to be obviated.
You're still part of this group.
I mean, you could.
Great, yes. Tell the commander of the entire fucking unit you're still... Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. President. You're still in the government.
I mean, we could have used you in that Hellfire.
Do we know that was not a very nice thing to say to Klingsor?
Do I get a bonus now? Like a master die for that fucking shit?
For being scorned? No.
Wrong system. Shit.
This isn't a dirty world. Yeah.
Damn it.
As a man who is
No
often
regrets.
scorned, I have not received 1 master dice.
Okay. But I'll do it. You know, I think
Master
after
Klingsor,
that, I need a moment to just sit aside and just get my wits together.
Master Klingsor, why don't we get some wine, possibly some of these Bloodhawk drumsticks?
No, they don't have Bloodhawks drumsticks.
It's not a thing.
They're vegetarians. They don't do that.
Possibly blood skeeto drumsticks.
They don't have mosquito drumsticks.
We'll get the blood soy
Yes.
sticks wings. Yes, tossed in a very spicy sauce.
Yes, it appears the lords are hungry. We shall adjourn another time. Thank you for coming. It's like, there's much clapping. Yes, everyone rejoice.
So by studying, like I picked up.
I want some
things
spider wings, damn it.
from this culture and like what they're doing. Like, do I see? Can I make a lore check to see if there's like if I can figure out any way to like integrate the Drew's Luke, like what that strategy would be, or like what that?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. 2 9s.
Meanwhile, why don't I grab Klingsor and perhaps one of the Stabiers?
So 2 9s.
These aren't through yet.
You realize that the Drew's Luke are going to fucking run wild through this place.
Yeah.
If not given some sort of outlet.
Yeah.
And that these people are pretty in charge of their passions. You get your 2 9s right as your booze comes, which is in a snifter of shot glass about yay big. It is a scant amount because they've,
They're
mastered their passions. So if you could perhaps...
Is it delicious?
Is it delicious?
It's still very good, yes.
Yeah.
But, it is...
A shot.
Very good in a tiny, tiny amount. Unlike the full bladders of the past. The drunken
They're too
scholar days.
refined.
Yes. So if you could perhaps... you realize if you could introduce a substance that overwhelmed their passions, perhaps you could change society. It doesn't appear they need to work.
Cocaine!
Yes, basically, you do need to invent a magical drug craze and a new summer of love, because they don't need to work anymore. They just hang out and do agricultural. So
Magic LSD?
yeah, basically, if you can, make a new drug culture, I guess,
Rohypnol?
that might make the Drews look really...
What? You must make this happen.
No.
Well, what if we? We could also do that and do like sort of a great work thing. Focus all of that all of their energy on some sort of
They
great
have
project.
no energy. That is the problem.
Well, that's because they have no focus. They have no purpose. So
they have no
meat.
meat.
Yeah. Well, it's not the
Okay.
meat.
It makes them tire quickly.
Well, hold on. Here.
Clearly.
Let me give a proposal. So we do that. We give them the drugs to give them the passion, and then we say, "Fuck it, we're gonna cross that acid ocean. We're gonna build boats. We're gonna figure out a way, and we're gonna build a bridge of glass or something."
Timothy Leary, go to Spain.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, wait. They have flying machines. We could build a flying machine to cross the ocean. And if some people die, well, I mean, they did it, for the greater good. So
Greater good.
yeah. So
jugglers.
or we introduce them to like violent competitive sports. Basically teach them MMA or football.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
And then we can
So-
the military drills become part of that.
So our options are, and let me make sure I've got this right.
Yeah.
We load everyone aboard the Hindenglenar and we send them across the acid ocean.
Well, not all of them, but some of them. Yeah.
That reference doesn't even exist in this
We're
world,
calling
you
it.
bastard.
It's what we're calling it. Deal with it.
Yeah.
All right, Steve returns.
Yeah.
Lords, the cathedral wishes your attendance. One General Scant, Brigadier Scant, yes.
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Yes.
Give me just all of your booze in a container to go. All of it.
For the whole debatorium?
Yeah.
Yes. Bring out the keg.
Is it a actual cake size? or is
It's
it
but it's one for
Okay.
like the hundreds of people who are here.
All right. Also, can I
make more. Get on that shit.
Is this the delivery system?
Well, I mean, this is not enough, but
Well, you want me to make something?
we'll deal that one thing. Let's go meet the general. So we go and meet the general.
All right, so you're headed back. You're at
We're rolling the keg.
You're at the thing. A bunch of monks are sort of like
Heathen.
it's sort of many monks are talking to the Druze Luke. Some are like getting along pretty well. Others are like sort of like mugging with the corpse like walls and like
Oh, God.
posing with them and like having a good time. There's much whipping, but more are coming through. And yeah, Scant is sort of someone's given him a map and he's sort of looking over the land.
Okay. Good evening, general.
Yes. I've been studying the field of battle here. It is quite interesting.
Well, we're here. I mean, again, this is primarily a training mission. We need to raise levies from the city and whip them into shape.
To go where?
Back through the portal.
Yeah.
Oh, back through the portal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You'll have plenty of time here.
yes. I don't think I'll need that much. Have you consulted an atlas?
Of this world? Or the...
Not of this continent. This is useless frippery. We shall never go that far in a campaign.
Yeah.
But look, and so he gets out a series of maps and he pulls open one. I was like, look, you see this border, this magical border that keeps the horrors out, apparently, according to this?
Yeah.
My Yichinese is rusty. Well, look, the border stays the same. Look at the settlements. And so he starts moving through these historical maps as they start dwindling and disappearing and getting closer and closer to the city. Near as I can tell, this is the largest city on this map. These villages out here, I can't quite read their census statistics, but I can tell when it's going down. There's less of the symbols than there are otherwise. I could conquer this place in a week. All I've seen is old men and women and the occasionally child. It's bizarre. Everyone keeps drawing pictures of me. I don't understand. What am I to do with these people?
You were to prepare them for eventual invasion.
Well, also, they do have some really neat machines that could be used for war, and we need to figure out how to best use them for war. Like, go get that flying machine. They have machines that can fly.
Wonderful. Do they have a machine that makes them younger? 4/5 of the people here are dead!
That was way too good of a witty reply.
Brigadier, we have that machine. I call it you. Get started.
Yeah.
What is this one? If they were all like this, even one-armed, look at him, he's huge. I can work with this.
Find other colostomy pots.
We're working on that. First we need to figure out where you're going to be billeted and where. We need quarters for X number of guys. I'm going to go tell the abbot do you have spare living quarters or something?
Oh, certainly, yes.
Yeah. We're going to need those all cleared and ready for X amount of guys.
Yes, we shall clear out the disused wing.
Okay, yeah. No, that's depressing. So, yeah.
Cast of these people aren't breeding. Of course, they're not going to be needing as many.
There's plenty of spare beds.
I get it.
To be important, real quick, since Forehands was running off with Klingser, are we present for this, or are we somewhere
No,
else?
we left them.
You're going off.
They're still at the bar.
If you didn't go, yeah.
Something more important.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. We're at the bar.
Did you let them go off by themselves?
I was probably distracted by the general. I didn't say anything about it at the time. Plus, yeah.
If you let us know about it, because I didn't make my.
Oh yeah, no, I would have mentioned I did bring it up to everybody. Queens, are you going to lose your shit again? Like you did last time.
Respectful. All right.
When we get back,
so the abbot says, it appears to me that these men and women you've brought they practice some of the savage faith of Father Barbados. Quite warlike.
Yep.
You recall Father Barbados being a simpering coward.
Yeah.
But that is the scariest person. We do have a certain faction that is very concerned by taming the passions of the body by beating them into submission. They could do an exhibition tomorrow.
Sure.
Yes, I feel like these fervent youths that you've brought through the portal would be entertained by this. We shall also bring as many spirits as we can, as they seem to have a great thirst from traveling through the portal.
Yeah, you need to figure out how to make something really fast.
When will the hunting pack arrive?
The hunting pack? Somewhere. I mean, we're here. I mean, we're the leaders of the hunting pack.
Is this the new hunting pack? They've changed uniforms from what the ancient scrolls have said.
No, our troops will come through.
Okay. Yeah.
So somebody comes popping out of the portal. It's like, oh God, it won't stop bleeding. Just basically triage as soldiers because half your men are cut to ribbons.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could use some more healers now.
The Jerusalem are kind of laughing. Thanks for the ride, guys! They're playing marionette with a dead mummified corpse there.
That's fine.
Slapping these guys.
So we need to get them, to rekindle the passions of the people of Nagalisitu, and then we need to toughen them up. And the way I can see that is one, a campaign to kill all the other monstrosities. I mean marching in the wilderness and killing monsters can't hurt. It definitely.
But they don't have any more.
Oh, I thought you said that there were some.
They've basically tamed them. They've taught the bears not to eat people. It's natural ecology. They're all have that. Most of the continent is still just wild. Yeah.
Okay.
Brigadier Scant starts whipping them. Go to bed, you swine! Carry that! Just all of his NCOs just whapping people.
So we rekindle the passion with drugs and alcohol, and then give them a purpose in which to for everybody to be passionate about, and that could either be sports or great works. Go past the acid oceans, or football but with spears.
So basically, the NFL next season, as they try and raise, I can see Goodell being up there.
Yeah,
we got to change the game. Yeah. It's really cut down on CTE.
Yeah.
So
very much would have.
The kickoff is now technically a cavalry charge, but
so those are my two pitches. Either we get everybody to go build ships across the ocean, and see if there are monsters across the ocean that they can go.
God, I hope there's monsters. Really use some monsters right now.
Yeah. The lament of the high level demon.
So you want to build a Marine Expeditionary Force?
Essentially, yeah, or football with spears.
So do you need?
I mean, that's basically what the Greek states did.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you need to make?
It's historical precedent.
No, there's tons of historical
Caster,
precedents.
do you need to make something that would make them more? That's like open.
You do need, we do need to fucking I don't know, bath salts and
no, that was always a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's how we got the wars.
So anyway, you're at the wildest club in the capital, which is basically just a bigger version of that fainting room they took you into earlier, with more hookahs, and the snifters are slightly larger, and everyone's looking at basically a fish tank. Just of this weird multicolored eel that's just sort of writhing around. Everyone's just sort of considering it and having quiet conversations.
They call it MGMT. Anyhow.
Okay, so go to the bartender, take that tin cup from my pocket, from the pouch, set it up, just start grabbing snifters off of the bar and just dumping them in, one by one by one.
Yeah.
Until I get it about halfway full, hand it to Klingser and go, all right, what's the plan?
Hand it back. Not this time.
All right.
We're playing for real.
What's the plan?
Simple. I've spoken with your mother.
Good.
I've seen your sisters.
Better.
I imagine the rest of the group has their own ideas, which have led us here.
Logical.
And it's simple.
What does Mother want us to do?
We have 3 stones. One goes in the highest tower. Easy. Done. We'll do it tonight. 1, we have to make sure reaches an enemy army. Somebody from the outside. Somebody to make them hate the outside. And the 3rd goes where we want the battle to happen. We arrange for what might be a tough fight, but something worse. Problem, if it happens out in the middle of nowhere, obviously it has no impact. They're weak, they're complacent.
So
They
we
want
want
to
it right
argue.
outside the palace where they can see it?
Somewhere visible. This is a breaking egg situation. Are you comfortable with that?
You do realize who you're talking to, right? I eat the birds for breakfast. Of course I'm going to eat their eggs.
Okay. Now, if we can do this quietly, fantastic. If not, well, so be it.
Are those eels tasty?
Who are you asking?
I've got no fucking clue.
Yeah, you don't know what the fucking thing is. You've never seen one before.
So we need to first take care of the tower. Simple. We need to figure out how we're going to make sure that some invading army just appears here. And then we arrange for defense.
Well, let's get right on it.
Maybe a parade. Parades are good for that.
Parades are very good for that, especially if we get the right army. Right, give me the rock for the tower and I'll climb it right now.
Okay.
Let's see, the tallest one is that one?
Yeah. There's enormous towers. You don't have to climb it. They have a variety of stairs and pulleys.
Yep.
Sort of cart that takes you directly upwards. It's very odd.
Does it play the girl from Ipanema inside it?
No. There is a man with a lyre, though.
I will get in with the one that has the man that tells the truth. Oh, that kind of liar.
Yeah.
Do we need to affect black cloaks because we're like going totally bad Lana here or some shit? I don't know what.
Alexa, play music to climb by.
So are you going to climb it anyway?
No, I'm just going to tell the guy with the lyre, Alexa, play music to climb by, and push the button for the highest floor.
Yes, sure. So he plays the lyre. You're at the top of the tower, yeah?
Find the right spot to put this rock.
Yep.
And, you there. You can draw words, right?
Yes?
Can you write the words "do not touch" underneath this rock?
Certainly. Which language?
All of them.
Oh, could I attach a sheet of paper to it? The gird is rather small.
Absolutely. You can do what you need.
So she starts writing "do not touch" in a dozen or so languages. Yeah. There you go. She hangs it up.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Will you be staying here?
Not physically, but this rock is kind of my way of saying I'm staying here in spirit.
Oh,
I approve of this building, and that's why I have placed this rock.
There are many vacancies in the capital, but this is the most popular of the dwellings that is so near the debatorium. But it is the only fitting place for the lords through the portal.
Well, the monks have seen to it that we have space at the abbey of the portal. And it would be rude of us to refuse their accommodations. I mean, this is a very nice building, but I don't believe that we are supposed to stay here, as this is a place for personages that are far more august than we. I am no scholar. As a matter of fact, I don't know how to draw words.
Yes.
Nor do I know how to read the words that have been drawn. Thus, I don't think that it is right for me to presume to take a place that belongs to one who has many degrees, as I have less degrees than any of your children.
Wonderful. I would love to hear... Her eyes sort of roll back in her head and turn black. Run! And then she drops to the ground and stops vomiting. I'm sorry, Lord. I don't know what happened. I don't feel...
You've had too much to drink. It's okay. Oh, look, my elevator is here.
Oh, please, I could... please send a surgeon. Guys,
This is depressing. Play Despacito. What is it?
Play Despacito.
Despacito, yeah.
No, I don't want this elevator to go slowly. I want this elevator to go fast. Is there the, phone thingy in the elevator? Do they have those here?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Once we arrive on the bottom, just send a surgeon. There is a woman upstairs that is hurt.
The liar guy's getting very bad at playing. Yeah. Yes, run! And then he sort of drops down, too.
Off we go.
I'm setting out looking for more cults of the night real quick, because I have a very special mission.
Oh, no.
All right. So he runs out. You are getting quartered. The monks are basically in full-time triage. The Druze Luke are still moving through, but they're moving through the most injured versions of the hunting pack through first, and they are hurting pretty bad. And it is basically you've turned the cathedral into a MASH unit that is getting new admissions every 2.5 hours. So.
It was a hard fight.
I'm sure you did the best you could.
Fuck you.
So are you going to rest, or are you staying at the MASH unit?
How am I feeling? Am I already exhausted? Or am I...
I mean, it's been a pretty rough time, but you were with the Druze, Luke, so you've had rougher days.
Yeah. I'm going to rest anyway, because, honestly, I'm just kind of embarrassed by my, healing skill compared to all that shit with AM with the poultices and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look bad in front of the monks. I'm just going to be embarrassed, and they're going to be embarrassed. It's going to be super awkward.
Mm-hmm. So are we going through the plan of, introducing an illicit substance to them, or are we waiting on that? So
Yeah, I guess I'm just talking with Dwayne, what kind of drug we can make.
There's other, I guess,
I'm staying with the truth.
hallucinogens or something that would be more of
it should be something they snort. They could then snort it off their blades. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah.
I think we need to go with what we have, which are part of drinks that would be a high concentration in a low amount. So, do we have any of the alcohol that we still brought in here?
I mean, some, but again, alcohol is not the solution.
Well, okay. Well, no, it can be converted.
Not just alcohol.
Alcohol is a solution, Ross, because it makes things dissolve in it.
Well, again, bringing this into it. So, Steve, is Steve still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. So, we said that the electricity that you're generating for this for your city, which is wonderful. Do you have a smaller generator, something that could be portable and brought here?
Yes, we could.
Could I possibly get one of those? And could you teach me at least the basics of using it?
Oh, yes, certainly.
Absolutely.
Will electrofungus suffice?
Yes, as long as it's generating and I have something to contain it with,
Yes.
that would be the perfect
Oh,
thing.
I want some electrofungus too. I want to make a weapon out of it.
I shall bring a battery forthwith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to figure out, I'm going to like get a metal mace or something like that.
It can't be exposed to light.
Okay.
Sorry. It is,
But so it could be inside the handle and then it conducts, so like a mace that shocks people.
yes, that is possible.
All right, I'm going to make that.
All right.
Taser mace.
So where are you guys at?
Okay, after I left the building,
of a
and
bitch
running
stole my
past
line.
Pinzer, scooping him up onto shoulder, and running towards where the battlefield is going.
Well,
to
no, I was going to tell him first we need to get to the cathedral.
be. No.
No, I mean, not that. I mean, the church, the Nicene church. So we can send somebody to plant the second stone.
Yes, we're planting the second stone right now, or the third one, the battlefield stone. Did she give us a specific order on them?
You're behind you, a
Glance at look.
So you go looking up, and you see the tower is now. It looks like it's blasted apart, but frozen. And then you see down. It just you see people hanging in midair, sort of blasted apart, cinders everywhere. You hear the streets just stop as people dumbfoundedly stare up, and then the next level down, and the next level down. And then until the whole towers are sort of swirling and frozen in midair, and then you look down to the ground and like a single pebble drops in front of you, and then you just hear as it all just comes crashing down. So it basically exploded, sort of swirled in a vortex. It's raining stone, like massive mortar and pestle from the giant apartment block you just blew up. So, run hard, run very fast.
It says he's carrying me.
Yep. And that's
You're going to lose a die if you're carrying a man who's also urging for his puppies to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me roll that with a die less. But
Say the words.
we're going to be throwing it into the easy roller dice tray, so I'm pretty sure that something good is going to happen with this.
Easy roller dice. Duck up.
Pair of sevens.
Okay. Let's roll for the insane amount of damage being happening.
Oh gosh.
Oh, very nice.
Way to false flag your own society.
So the 9s beat the 7s. What'd you have after that?
So I've got a pair of 9s and a pair of 7s.
Damn, beat my 1s. Okay, Casper, you're being carried by 4 hands as the dogs come streaking after you. As you just hear screams as the bar you're in's gone, just erased by a giant hunk of masonry. It's just all clouds and dust and screams. People are getting obliterated in front and behind you. It's just a cataclysm to the point you've never seen since the Overseer obliterated the cities. And it's just a deafening, loud madness. So you're, Steve is talking about, well, you could see it here, and then you just, and you just see the skyline erupt and just go shrapneling into the city beneath it.
Klingser, you did say the redstone there, right? It was the redstone up top.
Yes, that's directly what you told me.
Okay,
Okay, yeah. Everyone get general fucking quarters. Oh, God. Yeah.
What's going on, Castor?
Out of character comment.
The building
Did we
blew
just
up.
accidentally
What
award?
building?
There's some
One
explosion.
of the big ones.
What in the name of all that is...
Yeah, it's something bad.
Scant's just walking
Jessica's
down
mad
the
at
hall,
us.
kicking open door. Arms! Arms! You swine, get in ranks! Like, Drew's Luke are just freaking out and grabbing armor and weapons. Like, the hunting pack is, like, injured, just sort of looking as the sky just turns red, and the Capitol, like, is just on fire. Yeah.
I snatched the nearest soldier. When are healthy ranks coming through?
So we staggered them, sir. We put the Druze Luke were helping us carry them. They're the last among us.
Blast. How many ranks are left?
I don't know, sir. They were right behind me. I'm not used to this yet.
Okay. All right, boy. Rest.
At least they can direct them to us. Direct them to us once they come through.
Dweenar, they'll be here tomorrow.
You just hear dogs barking. You two can't see anything. You're just coated in dust. You see people crushed beneath masonry, wandering around confused. It's just your dogs are huddled against your legs. It's just total decimation. Yeah.
Shit. I guess that drug's gonna have to wait for something else. So,
oh, good. It's only decimation. We only reduced the number of them by a factor of 10.
Did Steve bring me the battery that I asked for? Did Steve bring me the battery that I asked for?
No.
Okay,
he got distracted.
I didn't know how long it had been between that. So, okay.
Steve is staring at the skyline. Oh, my parents. What?
Yeah.
I grabbed the brigadier. Where's your hardiest disciplined men?
Mink! This scary asshole runs up. He picks a tooth out of his knuckle. Yes, Brigadier. Sorry, the men were sleepy. I woke them.
I like Mink.
All right.
I think we
What do you wish us to do?
We need to take them into the city. Rescue operations. A terrorist attack has just occurred. We need to figure out what's going on.
We need to also send patrols around the perimeter of the city to make sure nothing.
Well, you can use the undisciplined ones. I want the ones I can trust not to rape and pillage them, and I take them into the populace.
Yeah, give me a squad, and I'll go.
Yeah, grab a squad. And before I go out, before we go out, I'm going to draw visas on their shoes to absorb the sound and see if I can convert that over to chemical and maybe use that for healing as I go around.
Okay. So a otter comes up to you. It is a transgendered woman. It is like, Dwemer, yes?
Dweenar, yes.
Can we take some of the cute ones with the magic and the magic healing? I didn't have a pinky finger when I got here, man. We should drag some of these assholes along. Mm-hmm. Come on.
All right, so, let me talk to them first.
Okay, we're going to form ranks, but
form ranks.
Those ones, they're better than us.
Okay, so going from, I will get through there and just explain. This group will defend you. While they're going through, we need to heal as many people as you can once you pull them from the wreckage. Do you understand?
Yeah, Hell may have come back. We don't know.
Yes, yes, I will help.
Okay, so you can do this. You have the ability. You are far more advanced and capable than you think of. Okay, they will pull out people, set them on the side, heal them, move on. Got it?
Yes.
All right, good. Go.
Yes, I will.
The football's loud. Go.
You're all sprinting towards the city. Back in the city.
Would that be a grace?
No, they're gonna do the nearest person tells them to do. They're terrified. They don't know what's happening. So, you go running through the streets. You do see people sort of moving through the streets with torchlights. In robes. The sun is sort of rising, but you can still barely see anything. They're sort of helping people as much as they can with medicine and leaning down and checking the dead.
No time. We're trying to find somebody from the Cult of Night. So I guess back to that church.
So they actually come to you. Are you okay, lords?
We're fine.
We're fine.
I need ink and quill and paper, or whatever works.
Yes.
I'm going to lift this boulder. I lift, you grab.
Yes, certainly, lords. We urge you to wait. The Mother of the Night urges you to wait.
On the other two?
More is needed for your task.
Right. So, should I still lift this boulder and you grab the wounded
No.
guy?
The wound. We must be careful. We must only go for the ones that can be saved.
Yes.
The rest have other purpose.
Yes, this one here can be saved. The one next to him, not so much, but this one can be saved.
So you see them kneel down, and they sort of have a vial, and they collect the blood of the one next to him. Yes, they
go about your purpose. Make sure that she sends us a sign of the time for the remaining two stones.
Yes. She said she urged you to go to the temple and wait, and you'll know when the time is right.
Very well. I don't need to gather troops?
No. Not as of yet.
Okay. The temple, you said.
Yes.
Very well.
Yes, let's go to the temple, because from there we can coordinate some rescue operations.
Okay.
Rescue.
Yeah, you're seeing the rescue operations. They're helping some people, and then the ones they're not helping, they're just sort of...
Okay, I'll go to the temple. And you know what? I'll even give them strategy or tactics, whichever you prefer. Fuck it. We're doing this. In for a penny.
All right.
Might as well. I will make a tactics roll to assist.
Double ones?
Easy roller?
Yeah.
Let's see what the easy roller says. Pair of 9s.
You managed to get the Drew's Luke, rushing to aid down into the city.
I'm just making sure the cult can do what it does.
Yeah, they're doing it. So back up there, it's about morning. You still have... so here's the thing. You have injured men pouring through the portal still. Are you sending all the healers into the city, or are you saving some for your men?
Yeah, and I rolled my conversion over, so I got 2 10s and 5 5s. So,
Okay. Well, no, we're going to split the mages, the healing mages, between triage at the hospital, or at the monastery for us, and rescue operations. Because, the thing is, our men are still coming in, but it's every 2.5 hours, right? So, one team should be enough to handle one wave at a time. They're just going to be working nonstop.
Yeah.
So,
So, their robes are covered in blood, They have guys lying on the desks next to mummified monks. It is rough.
Yeah.
So Klingster and Forehand show up, covered in...
I was going to patrol the city.
Oh, you find them on the road to the cathedral, yeah.
How do they look?
They're covered in masonry and blood.
Do you have any idea what happened? Did anything
The bar
come through?
exploded.
Okay, did anything come through?
The bar?
Yeah, did a monster, did an army?
Scrutinize.
Yeah, all right.
Scrutinize and lie. Just roll it.
Same shit.
2 1s. Literally roll any match.
It's a pile of dice.
1, 2, 3, 4 1s.
awkward lie.
Yeah, what happened? Jeez.
All right.
Yeah, they're covered in...
Did anything come through the bar? Shrapnel. Were there any monsters? There was an eel I didn't recognize. They did not let me...
So nothing's attacking us, is my point.
Building.
Okay.
Building is attacking us.
No, it blew up. That's different.
That is a thing. I have never witnessed a building attack before.
It's not... All right, look. Cheska probably wants to kill us.
I've seen the sky fall.
That's my interpretation. Is Cheska is angry at us and is showing us...
Why would she be angry with you? What did you do?
What do you mean? With you, too? With all of us?
Don't be silly, Caster. Why would
I
Mother
didn't
try
see
to
her
hurt
last
me?
time, did I?
Yeah.
Mother would never hurt me directly, and she knows where I am.
She could have gone crazy. She could have become... she might be as bad as the Masters by now. We don't know.
Do you think that my mother would go John Collins on us? No.
We don't know what she's been doing in the last 400
I have no hanging wires,
years.
so we're good.
So, and she's the only other person with that kind of power in this dimension.
That you're aware of.
That we're... Who else?
We made atomic fire-spewing boars to unleash on an enemy.
Yeah, but they're not in this universe. They're in the other one.
Okay, but let's also be realistic. You saw a machine that flew earlier today.
They've never had any problem with anything like this. They wouldn't accidentally.
They made biscuits last time that made blood yams tasty through magic.
You hear a galloping horse.
Yeah. Jessica is the only threat
coming up the road.
Possible person who could have done this in this universe,
aside from every single baker out there.
So he pulls the horse up to you.
Don't even know what violence is.
Hunting back.
Yeah.
Do you have more healers? The ones on the way. They didn't know. They didn't know.
I don't know if there's any left at the monastery. We have to have one team there to treat the hunting pack.
But do they know how?
how to do what?
They're not dead. They're not dead.
Show me. What were you talking about?
Get on. So
Yeah.
he gets you on a horse.
Yeah.
Are you done with the conversation?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're charging into town then.
Yeah. I thought I was already on horse. But yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you're charging the hound. So
I was
you
taking a squad with me to patrol.
So you got away. Yeah.
Yeah.
From.
Oh no, I'm running with him.
Oh, you're not going to keep up with a horse. You do not have a horse. There are not
I do
many
not
horses
have a horse,
left
but
in the city.
I can run really well.
I'm not letting you outrun a horse. All right?
Four hands.
Mary Sue, calm yourself down.
Four hands. We have more important things to do.
I'm missing an arm. It makes me
Come on.
Yeah.
We have more important things to do. Don't you?
How many dots do you have? How many points do you have in run?
I've got 10 dice to roll.
All right, you arrive at one of the streets. They've tried their best to set things up. Mink is just sort of, you hear it before you see it. You just hear screams.
Okay.
Mink is just sort of looking, like just sort of dumbfounded. He's dropped his sword.
Yeah.
Just sort of looking around.
I'm trying to cajole him to like get his shit together. and
Oh,
get
you're
his shit
pretty
together.
fucked up too.
Am I?
So you look at the triage area. No one's dead. Cut in half. No head. Impaled by everything.
Not zombified.
Nope.
or-
It
screaming.
hurts. It hurts really bad. They're not dead. They're just.
I'll roll sorcery.
Better, Caster. You better
You're not
explain
here.
this shit.
Let's see here. Yeah, 8.
Yep. That ain't your magic. That is fucked up of a distinctive variety.
Yep.
So it's like a second bomb went off in the city.
Yeah.
It is as terrible as it is, and it just keeps happening. They can't stop it. Like people just keep screaming. You see one of the Druze Luke like put a spear up and just put it through one of them, and it just keeps screaming because it hurts that much more.
Well, hold on. I'm a little confused. So, are these people who are injured?
These are people destroyed or injured in
the blast.
in the blast.
And
Yeah,
they just won't die. Okay.
yeah.
I'm looking them over for signs of runes.
You don't see any.
Okay.
Caster,
Yeah.
what can do this?
You roll scrutinize.
All right. 2 ones. Technically a man.
Yeah. You see, some of them are in black robes, moving amongst the various people. But the Druze Luke and the main healers have tried to take over, but the Druze Luke are mainly desperately trying to put them down because that's how they do battlefield medicine, and that's not working. And they're pretty much out of ideas. Like,
Seize those people in black robes.
they're
I
fucking thrilled. Like, yes, like you don't have to tell them twice.
Yeah.
They grab the nearest one, beat the shit out of him.
All right.
They drag him
I
to you.
search them for any arcane paraphernalia.
Weird vials with ruins on them.
Okay. I hold this up. Who else is a sorcerer other than me and Buinar in this universe who is violent?
I hold my great sword and naked just aloft and scream.
All right, back at the temple. Are you still up there?
Oh yeah, I rolled mine to heal, so I.
Oh yeah, you're doing your best as exhausted healers drop to the ground.
Telling the rest.
Maximilian and Four Hands arrive.
Telling the rest of the Druze, keep running.
Yeah.
Just waltz in and ask one quick question. How many remain? We all through?
No, there are more.
I'm gonna keep running right now. Do you want to sit there and put it out until I can start filling charges? Because we can need more. Ugh. All right, this one's starting death.
So the abbot comes in, and he has a very a metal box, and he's being surrounded by other monks. Like a big ass cadre of monks are coming into the temple, surrounded by just like vehemently arguing with him. He's like, "Now is the time. If now is not the time, when?"
What's going on?
The prophecy is foretold. The doom has come to Nagalisitu. We must seek aid.
So okay, get over here. Just pushing my way through.
I must to the portal.
No,
You must
hold it. That is a direct...
Actually, I approach.
Man.
May I see the box?
No, not you, not the false lords. We must find the real lords. They would never allow this to happen. Oh, blasphemy! You cannot. So you speaking? They're just screaming.
All right. Pleading with him. Superpower.
No, they're just arguing. Steve is just horrified and looking at it. No.
Can I get to the abbot's attention, just or?
It is.
Does Steve know what
It is the Bree snake.
What is that?
One of the. We found it in years ago, 300 or so. I can't remember from school. It was a city off on the corner of the continent near the beach. One of the ancient masters refused to live in amongst the capital. He took his slaves and left, but he died thousands of years ago. But apparently he created a creature that could communicate with them almost instantaneously through leagues and leagues and leagues. The men who discovered it were born on the expedition to that dark place. And it was the Bree snake. It moves faster than anything. It moves at the speed of... It moves faster than anything you could ever known. It can seek any target. It is a messenger of the gods. We studied it for years, unable to understand how it worked, until we decided that it must be a sign from Seer. The only one we ever captured was kept in there. It was there to sit through the portal. It could beat the time, don't you see? It could travel there almost instantaneously. It would appear. It would be the one way to call for you for aid, that you might come to us in a time of need.
That could be an amazing tool to help with our coordination. There's so much going on.
Yes, we must call for aid through the portal. The brand may kill you. I do not care. I must save my people. The abbot is just in hysterics.
Now, we know where to send it. Geez. Sell it up the fucking river and act like I'm surprised.
Scrutinize.
I don't have. I have sense.
All right,
I'll take it.
Can I put eerie on it? Or?
No.
Actually, or could I roll my lie?
That fucking snake box is eerie.
Could I roll my lie against his?
You're not lying.
Double fours.
No, you got it.
I know exactly where to send this.
I know. Fine, just take right now. I can only heal right now, and that's still stuff I don't understand.
Continue the healing. Continue the work. Make sure people come through the portal. They need to be ready. Something is coming.
What? What do you know?
Too much. Anyhow.
So someone's like, these false lords speak that they want to do it is sign enough. We should now. It's like, cease your blasphemy. It is done. There, open the gate.
Pop it.
So you open an empty box. You two just see a snake that's on his shoulder now. It's just on his shoulder. It's just there.
Oh, there it is.
It's pure white and basically see-through.
I produce a gray stone.
Okay. Its mouth opens and sort of conforms itself into the shape of it.
And you know where it's going.
You have to tell it where it's going.
Whisper at it real quick. Shove the stone through the mouth.
What did you whisper?
Bring it to that squinty-eyed piece of shit.
That's not an army.
Fine.
He's crushed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, shit. Okay, so
we did fuck him over last time.
You sent the full army of Newt to run him down.
Okay, no, true. I didn't know if he survived any bit. Okay, fine then. Bring it to the Queen of Newtstedia.
All right. Now you can roll sense, Dwynar. How good's your hearing?
Oh, it's not that great. Unless it's just eerie. Again.
Oh, yeah, I got mastery of time and space. I could wizard something up.
Nope.
Too busy.
All right. It's gone off your shoulder, and you just see a ripple in the portal.
Well, gotta figure out the third part. Turn and walk off. Kick it up my cave.
All right. Cheska. Well, okay. So Cheska is clearly behind this.
Yeah, no.
These people are obviously being used as fuel for some kind of magic. But she chose a random building, and she knew we would be at the monastery because that's where the fucking portal is. So she chose not to kill us. So she has something in mind, and we don't know what that is. So we know that she's working through these assholes, so we can tell them, take us to your boss and go talk to her, or we could just tell everybody to go kill all these assholes in the black robes. I don't know if I can even remove this magic on to make these... I probably can't make these people actually die. So whatever stone has been cast, and so we either find out what the play is, or we decide to go try and take out Cheska right here, right now. I mean, I don't see any other options.
We don't have our army.
No.
We've got these bands of mongrels, and half of them are half mad, and half of them are... Honestly, I question their actual soldiering capabilities, if we're being honest.
Yeah, they're pretty good at the killing part. Not so much at the loyalty part. Yeah, no, I get it.
The water is good at the killing part. Ice is good at the killing part. I can't command it.
All right, that's fair. So, what is our play? And also, we don't know if
Is it possible she'd be doing this out of some sort of tortured sense of...
She's either doing what she thinks is best to... she obviously sees the same problem we do, that these people are going to be prey to everything outside. So, she is either maybe this is something that'll make them into super warriors or something. Maybe some dark ritual turn this, we have no idea what she's planning.
I look at the screaming, floundering, torsos and stuff rolling around.
But this is the fuel.
Oh, yeah. This is
the fuel. This is not the result.
Hell of a vanquished killing force. This
is the cause, not the effect. So we need to either get the others and go kill Cheska, or we need to go find out what she did and then help her with it, because that's the only way we'll survive. Because if we just try and... So... also we don't know. I mean, Dweenar doesn't have the capacity to lie like that, but I mean, Klingzer and Four Hands, I lost track of them. If you saw Four Hands was eager to help his goddess. Well, that's how good you're at lying. I think you're a bad liar.
All right, nice. Caleb. Yeah, I want to try some bullshit.
Okay.
Let me know if if I can get away with this.
You gonna outrun a horse?
No, absolutely not. No. I want to grab one of the black robes.
A man can outrun a horse over a short distance.
Okay.
I want to grab a black robe, take him off, and just black sight the shit out of him. Can I use tactics for that to actually know how to interrogate in ways that are just unreal?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I do. I look at Mink and I say, give me one still breathing that you haven't beat on.
Okay.
And he hands me one. So yeah, I'm going to drag him off and straight freaking Serbian war-like type shit. This guy, unspeakable things to get him to talk. It doesn't work. He's a fucking cultist.
All right, where do you take him to do that?
Away. Somewhere. I find a broken out cellar and drag him down into it where that'll muffle the screams.
So you take him down into a cellar.
Yeah.
And he just kneels before you and starts reciting. They do not experience time as we do, but they do experience time. She dreams of you every night. The Queen of the Night has learned to see these dreams, and she is loyal to you even now in her eternal sleep. And if you wish to see her again, I can take you to her. And then he just repeats it. You realize this is a chant he learned. It's almost like she knew your personalities and had 1,000 years to think about how you would react.
So do we talk to her, or do we just...
So this is his name and rank. This is his his serial number.
She probably didn't even tell him the real plan anyway. So.
Sure, no. I'm
it's the same
debating if my martial skills are good enough that I would be stupid enough to actually face her alone.
I mean, you want to think about how we're going to survive. Whatever she's doing in has already been cast, and so we could fuck that up and
No, I get the plan, bros. I'm saying at this point, Scarl is standing here with a cultist telling him he can take me to her, and Scarl's debating, can I kill this bitch?
Nice.
I've been pretty good at killing like the big stuff so far. Do I actually dare face her alone? And how much is she gonna fuck with me over Aide? Like that's what I'm saying. My character.
Well, that's the other thing.
right
You
now.
care about her.
Yeah, no, I very much care.
We don't
about
have
her.
any choice.
I haven't seen her in months, but like it's been centuries.
Aeons have gone by since
Might as well be across time and space. And, no, I'm debating how I want to roleplay this. 'Cause
All right.
I feel like my character is witty enough to understand this is a fool's errand, but he's also angry enough and good enough at killing, he might try it. So we'll go to somebody else, and I'll decide what I'm going to do.
Kaz will just say, if you say a killer, I'll join you. I've had a good life. If people remember the great, my family is the ones that got killed with part cannibal clans, ran the nation, killed by an immortal sorceress. Yeah.
All right, the Druze Luke are doing the best they can. There are people who are injured in like sane ways.
Yeah.
The healing's not working on people like missing torsos and still somehow
I
alive.
have the Druze Luke move them to a building and have them close, put curtains or shutter all the windows so they're out of sight of the public.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
most of the
faces.
people in the capital
Yeah.
are not with it anymore. Like after seeing that, they've gone bye-bye.
I'm also going to order the Druze Luke to put lookouts on tall points throughout the city so they can survey the land to see if anything's happening.
Oh, okay. Roll tactics for that.
I use unconventional strategy. Because I don't have tactics. I'm an engineer.
Did I go through yet?
I'll let him roll tactics if you tell him to do it.
Yeah, can you do that while you're thinking about your...
Tactics?
If you told him to go kill the sorcerer, are you coming back and telling him we have to go?
No, I've decided. Yeah, no.
All right, roll.
I damn near shatter my sword against the wall and grab him and drag him back up and throw him at your feet. And tell him what you told me, and I kick him in the kidneys.
He's whispering the chat, sobbing, like, this isn't what the mysteries promised,
Yeah.
Enlightenment's really hard.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Life's disappointing, isn't it? I can kick him in the face.
She knows how to get to us.
Yeah.
She knows how to get to me. I'd pull him up and slit his throat.
Fine. Wait, I forced something.
How's he gonna tell you where to go if you do that?
He's not. Like,
Okay.
I'm
All right.
so angry.
There's other ones.
Yeah, no. I gotta figure at this point they're all bubbling.
Wait, here, let me see what this vial does to him. So,
Yes,
Doesn't
collect
keep-
more.
So you're gonna put his blood in the vial,
Yeah.
one of the empty ones?
yeah.
It takes him a really long time to bleed out.
Yeah.
And then he bleeds out, and he's still taking a long time. You know what a scream through a slit throat sounds like?
Yep.
Because he's still alive. He's sort of grasping at you. The Druze Luke are like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You 10, form up.
All right. Oh, yeah. Tell him to look out.
So roll tactics for the lookouts, yeah.
Are we back by this time? Or...
She's still healing?
I didn't know if we were running.
Yeah, you
back
can come to the city if you want, yeah.
Once.
All right.
Fuck, yeah.
All right, we'll see.
It's something.
We'll get to that. Anyway, you guys are rushing to the city, and you arrive. You are, I assume, are already leaving for the catacombs with your chanting, terrified.
Yeah, we had another one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got another one.
All right.
You're heading towards a large church of High Newt.
Mm-hmm.
You're heading down there, so we'll get to that. Four Hands and Dwemer arrive at the city.
I was going towards there to get hold of the actual Drizzler commander.
Oh, you're going there too? Okay,
That's
all right,
the idea.
all right, cool.
training
So
for
all
troops.
three of you arrive at the city. Brigadier Scant is like trying his best to organize this shit, but it's obviously wearing on him a little bit too.
Calm. The fallen are fallen. This isn't over. Form up ranks.
Form rank. We're in the middle of the disaster relief effort.
It's about to get worse.
Form ranks where?
You've done city fighting, yes?
In the city?
Probably, yeah. I've seen this before. Anyhow.
You wish to...
Actually,
There's a battle. Who are we fighting? Are we fighting these deathless monster creatures?
I don't know yet.
Do you have a map? Do you have anything I could use to perhaps assemble the men?
Yes. I'm pretty sure that that's where the battlefield is going to be. That
Where-
seems the most likely place.
Where are you pointing?
Large open field outside of the city.
All right, are you pointing outside of the city or in the city?
Outside.
We were going to be in, like, somewhere in the city.
I don't care. Where do you want the battlefield to be? He doesn't know. He doesn't see anybody.
Well, where were we? Where did she intend? I believe she said in the city. So
She gave you very clear instructions.
yeah, it was in the city. So it had to be somewhere visible.
yeah, it's like, where are the commander and caster? So.
She told me.
Sergeant.
Sergeant, sorry.
Scarl posted watch around the city gates to see if we would be attacked on any end, and they were screaming about some sorceress and going to attack her. They had a prisoner.
Well, what direction did they go to?
That's terribly bright.
They headed towards that church over there, the large square.
Oh God! So, oh God, I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Carmen, God damn it! All right, that's like I'm going to join them right now. If you need to leave, just run off toward their direction.
Mm-hmm.
Brigadier, if we were to assume that this was the precursor to an invasion, the most likely place to be the battlefield would be wherever we choose. Is that correct?
If we were being invaded?
If we're being invaded, we set up ambushes.
It's going to be closer to the initial strike point. You don't create a point of ingress without taking full advantage
my
of it.
men are in Vitry. We are not allowed horses. We lose that when we are stripped of our citizenry. So we are primarily used as anti-cavalry forces. If we were to hold the line in a large open area, that would be best. City fighting is something we can do, but we would lose all ground here. We don't know how the technology operates. We don't know where the cities are. We would lose any advantage we would have from urban warfare. We would be best in a dug-in, entrenched position.
I guess it could be the edge of the city.
I think that's right. So tactics roll, where would be the best place to set up ambushes?
How many do you have for that?
I've got 6.
Yeah, you can roll tactics. Whoever's got them.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, I
Both
got
of us
six.
are one and done.
I'll let you both try.
That's a swing and a miss for me.
Double twos.
Saw a big field to the south.
Fuck it. There's a neighborhood there. We can get out.
All right, we'll use that. Look, we work with what we have. We'll go to that field. We'll set up the ambushes. We'll assume that whatever forces are coming are going to be coming from that other direction.
All right. So, are you sure you want to do this? I have no idea what I'm seeing here. I'm going to take your word for this. This is insane.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Brigadier Scarl.
Scant.
What?
Scant. He's Scarl.
Oh, sorry. Brigadier Scant. You do realize that I am the only one of this entire group that is actually from Nagalisitu. I actually know.
I said I'm listening to you, son. I just wanted to make sure.
We're sure.
Let me take it from here. Meg comes over and is like,
you do you. We'll back you up as best we can.
drop everything, form ranks, trenches to the south, here. And he's like, get together. And they're trying to help people. It's like, get it. And they're just, the old Nagalisitu are like, where are you going? Please help. And they're just shoving them aside, grabbing all their weapons. It's like, send them back, grab the lances, everything down here now on the double. So they're just pouring through the city. They're just taking shit as they grab it. Every cart, every animal they can find, they're just pouring through the city towards the south. You get to the church, which is largely abandoned. There is, streaks of shrapnel that have penetrated the stained glass. The pews are in disarray. A man ports towards a dark stairway as he's still chanting the message that he's been forced to memorize.
I whap him as I walk by with the flat of my blade. Shut the fuck up.
He goes down. You go down into a large room. There is an old man there. He is wearing a mask. It is a room full of smoke. Just smoke comes pouring out as you go in there, and you look to a large brazier where he appears to be just burning books and scrolls.
Tackle him.
Yeah, he's not like running away. He's just burning things.
Yeah, no.
I grab one of the books that haven't been burned.
Yeah.
What kind of things are they?
It's you actually don't read this language. It appears to be not one that derives from Yi-Chan, Newt, or the Wheeze tongue that you're familiar with.
They don't look like any of that sorcerer writing we saw in the ancient city?
No, it does not look like Wheeze tongue. It appears...
I do have languages as a skill. Can I?
Yeah, you can try that.
All right. 6. Sixes. Yeah, sixes. I mean, you can at least tell what kind of language it is.
Oh, yeah. With sixes, you can kind of parse some of it.
Okay.
It is the Church of the New Night, the third moon, invisible to all. The mystery of the prophecy of the three stones upon the next outsider's return. And there's something about the weakness of a vain man and the devotion of a son. Shall see the sky turn the fire, death die.
I'm reading this aloud.
Yeah. And then you look to the other door and you see a statue of Klingshire.
Huh. Well.
No shit.
I mean, Klingshire did step away from the debate last night for a while. I lost track of him.
Makes sense she'd form a cult around him.
So you roughly get that the red stone shall cause death to die and corrupt the lands of Nagalisitu as of old. The gray stone shall bring the invader and the danger of the outside pouring in. And then the orange stone shall test the will of Nagalisitu in the final reckoning.
Well, that sounds great. All right, so that was the red stone on that building, and death to die.
We have to assume they got the gray stone out.
Yeah.
Surely they couldn't have with the troops coming through, though.
Well, I mean, she's had a long time to plan this out. So, and if she got to Klingshire, who knows? They probably had access to the portal. I mean, we don't know how that time dilation works. Maybe she can counter it to a degree.
So the coughing old man is like hobbling towards the door.
I'm going to keep that book.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not burning anything anymore.
I rabbit punch the shit out of him.
He stops. He drops to the ground. He's just an old man.
Yeah.
Is that when I'm walking and finally getting there?
He sort of points to the latch on the door with a wiggling finger.
All right.
What's through there, old man? As I lay the sword across his throat.
Probably the one who wrote this.
And he sort of makes a hooking finger and says, "Go down."
Mm-hmm. I'll do that. What are you doing?
There's a latch. You go down. There's a smaller statue.
Okay.
It is this 7-foot tall nightmarish creature slitting IDA's throat.
Can I see this?
Yeah.
I fire.
Yeah, you want to kill him. You can kill him. He's an old dude.
No. At the monster.
Oh, no. It's a statue of a 7-foot tall creature slitting IDA's throat in religious detail.
Yeah. God, this is a hell of a blackmail, a hell of extortion. Like, I mean, making a religious doctrine.
You don't say.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You made it immortal.
Yeah.
And then you gave an entire culture of skepticism.
Yeah.
Sort of kept her tamped down.
Yeah.
But then you brought a Gnostic mystery cult. And that's all she needed.
I didn't want the military first, but oh no.
Hey, it would have been a problem in a different way.
Oh no,
Yeah.
But
All right. I asked the old man, hey, if he's still conscious, is she here? I open the door.
Yeah, it goes down.
Yeah. Might as well find out what it is. We're damned if we do. I mean, we're damned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're really damned. I mean, I'm really damned for what I did to my cousin. Yeah.
If I can tear this freaking whore's heart out, and I will stand before Bjorn with pride tonight, even if he casts me out of his hall.
Well, I mean, if you want her to die too, like, 'cause she is 100% going to die if you do that. Even if you kill Jessica.
We spoke about the world we wanted often enough. This is not that world, Caster.
It was last night.
It was last night.
Up until when that building exploded.
All right, you going down the stairs?
Yeah.
We're going
All
down
right.
the stairs.
You see a pool with phosphorescence in a cave. You see a pictographic history of true Nagalisitu without any deviations, or it is as close to an absolute objective history as possible, as if someone lived through it. In a clear picture, if you go down, there is a the sort of the pointing guy is still chanting his whispering under his breath. He's sobbing as he leads you to the second door.
Shove him to it, open it.
He pushes it open, and he can't push it open. And then the small child, touches his hand, and then looks up at you and goes, and points at him.
I decapitate him in one stroke.
The door sort of glows and open, and the kid just bows and goes walking away.
That keyhole looked like Klings's sword.
That keyhole is Klingsher's sword. Yeah.
If we survive this, I'll hang him from the walls by his own intestines.
I mean, let her idea wake up first. Like, you need to secure her before. Okay. All right. Because I know where you feel. I mean, I felt really bad when my cousin founded a cult of cannibals. That was not a good. That was last month.
Yeah.
That was not great.
Time flies, huh?
Boy, doesn't it? Hey, Jessica, Carmen.
So you go down. You see a pit. It is just black as night down there. And then you see a glowing blue pool. And you see supernaturally long arms hanging from it, and a face resting above, and just holding on as just a raging current of a river goes around her. And she waits. It's like, I would not be too hasty with that ballista of yours, Scarl.
Magic and sorcery to analyze. Just to, like, if she dies, what would happen, kind of thing. 9s. So
you can't see anything in this room. She could have the whole thing surrounded with ruins. It could turn all kinetic engineering energy into kinetic fire. You also don't know how the sorcery here works. Like
I mentioned this to him. Yeah, like and
I yelled out, "Do we bleed, Carmen?"
Wait, do we see the two the two sisters?
You're not close enough yet.
Okay.
I did not lie to Klingsher, Scarl. I told him the truth. The magic is fading. Nagalisitu will become part of the old world.
Oh, and that drove him mad? Is that what you're telling me?
No. I just told him that the people here need to be able to size the savagery of the place we are from. And I gave him the means to give them that.
We brought the means to give them that. We needed just time. Just a little time.
It is your job to save them from the outside, Scarl. It is my job to save them from you. But Klingsher did so for his woman, whom I have here. I also have IDA.
Oh, I'm aware.
I need one. As you know, it would be tactically imprudent for me to leave them both here for you. But I recognize that my methods might seem extreme to those with such a limited perspective. Before I go, which would you like me to return? IDA or Lily? Shall we reward your brave captain for his noble sacrifice today, or would you like to see her again?
Son of a bitch.
I just whistle at this point.
Out of character, I know the horrible thing I do. But I'm not you.
Fucking hell. No, I'm fierce like Glacier. I want Aida back.
Very well. Tell her Lily will be safe as long as I can manage it. You may want to prepare for battle. She just sinks into the pool. You see this glowing rock come hurling out of it, and then the glow from the water disappears. And there's IDA, frozen in front of you.
Is she...
She is still encased in the ice.
Okay.
She is still asleep. Safe in front of you.
Is it melting or...
It looks slightly smaller than when you last saw it, you think. But she is safe. She is there.
Okay. I'll sorcery to see if I can figure out when the ice is going to melt or break.
Yep.
Or 2 tens.
It will break when Nagalisitu is about to return.
Okay.
Remember, you're fueling all of this off the old master's magic, what was left in their arcane batteries, which have drained slowly over the hundreds of years. It gets smaller as Nagalisitu's bubble that keeps it on this plane gets smaller. So when it pops, she'll be out. But, does she go out in an alien invasion of treasure that Newt and Vigia and Vitria and Chan and Yi-Chan fight to overrun in Operation Paperclip with Visigoths? Or how does she wake up, basically? But Lily is gone, rushed away, and what you can see with magic with the spark is a just insanely currented river, just spewing off into God knows where.
I roll scrutinize, see if any threats. She said prepare for combat, so...
Yeah, you don't see anything down here.
Okay.
I get some rope out and just tie it up so we can haul her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You do see a Drew's look, man. It's like, dear God. Sirs, are you down there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I finally...
Brigadier Scant has ordered muster. It's like, and then you hear Dweener in the background. What are you screaming as you rush through this hellish tableau?
I'm just screaming for this guy to get out of my way.
Oh, get out. As you do, as he pushes out of the way, he lands onto a statue of Klingsher.
She built a cult around Klingsher.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Look,
She held these two for ransom. She forced his madness.
well,
They've been attacking the city. They're preparing for an invasion right now to try and harden these people up before... It's going to happen, Dweenar. It's coming now.
yeah, and we have
The world's coming out now.
I understand. That's like, is she safe here? For, looking at
Aida?
It's like, is she safe?
We have to get her out now.
Yeah.
This whole place is going to collapse.
I've tied the ropes up. We're hauling her up the stairs.
Yeah. So I'll actually just do a quick V's to see if I can transition a little bit of my kinetic sound energy.
Transcendentalism.
All right. As that happens, on the outside, they're mustering as best as they can on this plane. Basically, to the people of the capital dealing with the screams, weeping, wondering what's happening, praying to the lords. It looks like you're turning their back on them. Why? Why will you not assist us? What horrors have been brought? Has
There is
hell
invasion
returned?
coming.
Oh, all is lost. Flee to the jungle.
Invasion. Army. People coming to crush you.
Yeah.
I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
Could I inspire them to bear witness to the greatness of battle?
Yeah.
Fuck yes!
Yes.
That's how you harm them.
Not witness us. Witness this invasion.
Did I roll like normal? Yes, kind of. Double threes.
All right, some of them stay because, hey, somebody's loud. Maybe they'll tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do.
Those who are too weak to defend themselves. You seek knowledge, bear witness to this new knowledge. What is to come? This is but a small taste.
Okay.
And ride out to join them on the field of battle.
All right. What are you going to do with the stone?
We have somebody for that.
I'm placing it at the opposite end of the battlefield.
Okay. All right. You're going. You just drop it?
Drop it and run.
Yep.
Or place it and run.
All right. You see things. It's just sitting there. But so the Druzluk are furiously digging trenches, like, trying to erect things. It's like, bring up the arcane lances. You crossbowmen on those roofs, archer. He's just trying to set up. He's basically using just an area that, and you see these weird wind-powered like machines tilling the ground. It's a giant agricultural field, basically, off to the side of the city where they just have zoned out buildings. So, you're trying to just turn these random buildings into battlements. You're digging things. You're just waiting and nothing's really happening.
All right. We're getting the Aide out. And,
yeah, you get her out. The streets are abandoned. Like, you hear screams muffled off from some building, but there's just bloody streaks through the ground. People wandering, broken toys and machines. You just hear Dell's screams and then angry shouts to the south.
Do we know what's going on?
Bringing up this situation, there's just chaos going out from the last time. The last time I was with Klingsher and Forearms, they were directing.
Who's Forearms?
Four hands.
I basically ended up. It's like they were I heard that they were trying to direct the Druzlu commander into setting up more an embattlement near the portal itself.
No, it's to the south.
The south of the city. So south of the city. That's at least the last time I knew before I was running out to find you. So this is it. I'm not sure what else.
We can just put IDA in a building and just throw a tarp over her, essentially.
Yeah, basically. So we're going to have to do at this point.
Like,
we're going to need.
We should run over to that because it sounds like Klingsher and Four Hands know that there's going to be a battle soon. Yeah. So
we might need a larger weapon.
We don't have time to make weapons, probably.
No, I have an idea. It's bad. Trying to find. Let's see the other. Looking around someplace, hot poker. I'm sure there's fires going around everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Are there the other?
Most of them not intentional.
Are there the other corpses that are still flopping around because of the?
Those have been isolated.
Oh god!
Don't touch those.
Yeah, please don't. They're already
magically
magic enough. You can't magic them anymore.
Make a corpse perpetual motion engine.
Yup.
Fueled by pain.
It's Aaron.
Also,
exactly what he's trying to do.
We're going to literally already spoken for. It's already a motion corpse pain engine. Yeah. All right. I mean, go for it then. It'll be entertaining.
I'm not involved. I'm doing something else.
I mean, you could channel the fire into something.
I could. So. All right, if it is the group right now, that I could just start striving visas around all the fires that are going off as I'm going through, just immediately.
Yeah, are you doing that, or are you getting to the front line?
I'm getting to the front line.
I'll be behind that, although before it, I'm scribing the visa on one of your bolts.
Okay.
So, actually, I'll do a couple, just if I can do it quickly. But specifically transitioning thermal over to nuclear.
All right. Yeah, so you're doing all that?
Yeah,
I'm going to get to the front line and help with fortifications. All
right, you arrive. You arrive. Roll for fortifications. The front line is it's about 2 kilometers long at this point. It is every Druzluk is there. You have people running straight down from where they just came through the portal into this. Like, this is the first they've seen of Nagalisitu, and there's just guys at the portals like, go, go, go.
So 8s to improve the quality of fortifications.
Yes, that will help with the 8s. So that'll come into play.
I have other matches of that.
So where are you at hunting pack wise with your full?
Back.
I know our might is reduced.
Yeah, or might was
No longer because you're using Drew's look. I'll say that get you back up to regular.
So we're back up to 2?
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, we're at 2. What else?
Your
Sovereignty?
history is now 3.
Yep.
So you got those bonus dice.
the
And now I can up your stats because you have created a Philosopher King Society, according to my little spreadsheet. All right, minus. What's the -1 thing? Let me see. All right, so -1 territory, as it is shrunk, but +2 treasure, +2 sovereignty, and +1 might, and +1 influence.
Okay, wait, hold on. So territory 0 now. Treasury's 5, mine's 3, and then what else?
Influence is up 1.
So we have 4 influence.
Yep.
And our sovereignty is 6.
Sovereignty went up too?
Yep.
Okay.
And I will say they are fiercely dedicated to you because this is the most terrifying thing ever, and you guys seem to have some answers.
Yeah.
So you're fortifying. What are you doing?
Inspiration to get them prepped for battle.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say?
You could go get some of those batteries and try and hook them up to a ballista bolt.
Well, I'm already we were at the nuclear ones. I can do that on the outside, but I got 3 10s on that.
You also, as you're getting ready to talk, see Klingshire talking to Scat.
Working on strategery.
No, we'll deal with this later. Fight's coming.
Yeah.
I just start marching up and down the lines. Bellowing at them. Look, you savage bastards. Back home, you're dead man. Here you could be something more. But right now, there's something coming. We don't know what, but it will be bad. None of this is normal, as I point back in the direction of the blown-up building and the still screaming perpetual corpses.
Yeah.
So, I expect all of you to be a bit unsettled, but you've been in worse situations. We found you in a pretty bad one. So I expect you to stand your damn ground.
All right. Inspire them.
Yeah. 10s.
They will get a bonus to the morale check.
Landon, if it helps, in accordance with the ancient prophecy, the army will be coming from that way.
You know that.
All right. You're doing all that, and you see a woman running through the ranks. Brigadier Scat! He's like, ow, you whore! You better be on fire! He's like, sir, out in a creature out in the field, the looking glass, sir. And Scat, props it up. He's like, my God, what the hell is that thing?
What do we see?
He hands it to you.
Yeah. What do I? Oh,
you're the captain.
I look.
You see Cheska naked on her knees, right where Forehands put the stone. She takes a bag and grabs what appears to be a series of vials, attached together in a sort of pentagonal ring that she's viced them into a single unit. She sort of waves her hand, and this top comes off of it. I do not know where that came from. The top comes off, and she sort of dumps the blood on the stone, and then she sort of drops it and stands to her full height and goes walking into the jungle.
I simply say, a harbinger. Ignore that. Be ready for what comes after. And also, can I make a strategery roll to maybe assist? I don't know. Shit. I don't know if Inspire really helps in this situation.
Right here to Inspire.
Yeah, it's
so not really, because she does that. You see a glow from the stone, and then you all realize that you don't hear anything else, and the screams from the city are gone. it's just like you don't hear birds. It's just
Yeah.
the orange light grows and grows. You're squinting at it. You have to put the spyglass down. All of the men and women of the Druze Luke are trying to watch it. But it's just awfully bright. And then it just sort of flashes and you can't see anything. There's nothing but spots in your eyes. And then you look at the field, and there is just a screaming, disordered 4 regiments of the Newtsteadian army with the full queen's vassal behind them, just like rearing up. Like, imagine you're just walking and then you're suddenly somewhere else, just utter disarray, screams, like, people are just looking at 4 ranks, you hear people and ranks of stabbiers that are loyal to the queen.
Look at Scant and say, if you have any good long-range things set up, now's a good time.
We don't.
All right.
It's 4 units of Newtsteadian cavalry. They're gonna run us over like dogs, you idiot!
We're on the edge of the city. Use the building.
You have 3. You have 3 bolts of those.
I hope it's ready. And I target the Newtsteadian cavalry.
Yeah, so I got 3 10s on my prep roll for that.
So are you guys charging forward, or are you
No,
just?
I'm firing a nuclear bolt into the cavalry.
You are out of range. Like they are.
It's
across
a micro ballista.
You're out of range. They're across a big field.
All right. Well, I'm prepping to fire as soon as they.
All right. So you just hear horses screaming and angry screaming in Newt. It's just chaos. Your men are just terrified. They're in Druze Lucian phalanxes, which are basically tutsudos with giant lances in between of them.
I have a single thing that would taunt them to advance. I know one thing.
They're not tauntable right now. They're terrified. They woke up in a jungle, so they form ranks, and there's just a long, terrified silence between the 2 groups.
I slowly raise our banner.
Fuck you! Wait. While that was going on, while all that was going on,
there is chaos. You
right.
have some time.
Okay, so I saw what they are, what kind of unit they are. Do they have much in the range of like ranged weapons, or are they just heavy like lances and bolts?
They do have archers. Okay. They do have pikemen.
Okay.
You have archers and ballistas. Okay. The Vitrians, as they're not. This is their anti-cavalry unit because they send the prisoners up to get mowed down by horses.
Yeah,
so that's good, but they outnumber you greatly. They're also terrified beyond human reason at this point.
Okay.
The queen is among them. Like you.
Is she really?
Like there appears to be a royal vassal above it. Like.
No.
Sorry, do we not?
Unless you want to try to parlay. I'm down with that.
Yeah,
honestly,
no. If we parlay,
violate your precious prophecy.
Well, no. If we parlay, like,
you're all over the line. Like Dwynar's off doing shit. Yeah. 4 Hands is there. You said you were sticking to his fire people.
I am standing in front of the entire line, holding this fucking micro ballista.
Yeah. Everyone is amongst yourselves. Like you die alone. What are you doing?
I'm gonna carve some quick runes on my shoes, essentially, or like something. One of my throwing axe, the handle of my throwing axe. And I'm basically wanting to convert sound into no. I want to convert something into sound. I want to basically get the flying machine and then drop the throwing axe so that it screams as a further morale thing, just to like fucking confuse them or terrify them.
You could do that.
All right. Yeah. What kind of energy would do that? Would that be thermal or?
Well, if they see you doing sorcery, like the Druze Luke have an idea how you could use it. Like,
how?
The lances. We don't know if they'll work here.
Okay.
Check the lances.
Right.
Check the lances.
I'll check the lances.
So roll sorcery.
All right. That's 9. Sorcery Night School. Don't fail me now. I see at least 4s. Yep.
Damn. You're doing it very fast, which is good.
Yeah. Just quick and dirty.
Yeah.
These are pretty ingenious, but they haven't been well used. They basically seen a penal regimen out unless they're in a full-blown campaign. They just let them raid. But the arcane lances are pretty cool. Like, so the bottoms are inscribed with runes that suck the elasticity energy out of something, whereas the tips turn it into electrical energy. So if they hit a horse, they basically embed in the ground and turn into a taser. Then there is some sort of latch on the midway, which seems odd that they're supposed to release. And it has something that basically you can see sort of a kinetic energy, a mechanical energy wrapping into it, but there's sort of an interior to the lance. But all of the ruins are badly maintained. So by checking them, you're basically making sure they have a better conversion rate. They haven't been like well taken care of. They expected to raid a fort for food, not get caught in a siege, go through a portal, and have to fight all of Newt's high, royal guard. So yeah.
Well, we're just the fable that you tell other new soldiers. Like you always have to be prepared.
All right, so you're helping the arcane ranks check their ruins. What are you doing?
Do I have access to the batteries that Steve was bringing?
Yeah, Steve has found you because it's something to do. He's wandering through the street.
Okay, so
What do we know?
all right,
Will the batteries save us?
we're going to give it at least a shot. So I'm going to see if I can rig this up in a way where I can use the electrical energy off of this to convert small amounts of, I would say, the alcohol that they had in this into, that's like chemical energy, and turn that either into incendiary or actually gas bombs are going to be more.
So you want the flying machines to
drop?
You want an air? Okay.
Basically, drop mustard gas.
All right, I will allow sorcery to try and
convert that, make grenades of that sort. So, all right.
You have to find someone who can fly them. So basically, you'll have to find Caster in the chaos. Four Hands, what are you doing?
Well, preparing for war. I've got a clap spear. I've got my Mako Wheedle, and
You can use one at a time.
I can use one at a time.
Which one would you like to use?
I'm figuring the clap spear first, and then after it gets bogged down by being impaled through, after I make a man kebab, I'm going to have a backup.
All right, the Druzluk are not happy to have you amongst the ranks. Like, you don't even have a shield. Like, get out of here, you savage. They do not want you there. You're going to break ranks and get them all killed. So where are you positioning yourself? Are you going to be out in front of everyone? They're fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're just sort of pacing.
And again, holding a clap spear, which...
Oh, yeah. No, it's scary looking. He's the crazy one.
But it's a shield wall.
Oh, yeah.
Not a shield house with a entrance in it.
What are you doing, Scarl? Are you just holding?
No, I'm not kidding. I literally jumped up in front of the ranks after my little pep talk.
Right.
I'm standing there leveling this gigantic thing.
Klingshire, what are you doing?
God, I've got a few options. I'm guessing Inspire's already been used.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Could Intimidate be used on their ranks from a distance?
They're intimidated.
I meant to just fuck with them. Okay.
They teleported to a new world using magic they cannot understand.
All right. I've got two more options.
Is that a snake? Oh, what the fuck?
I've got one more bullshit option that may or may not be worth it. I don't know, but let's try. He said there's a fuck ton of dogs everywhere.
Yes, nice puppies.
They probably haven't bred
Fighting dogs.
Whenever you think, what I'm saying is, whenever you think all dogs are nice puppies, you haven't seen them pack up in semi-wild, in crazy conditions.
Well, it's been a few hours, so they're getting there, but it's going to take some time before they go full-blown feral. They've had their meal powder today, is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying feral. I'm saying joining up with a pack of bigger dogs.
Okay.
As in, I go around with my dogs and see how many fuckers
Lord
I
of the
can pack
dogs.
up. Yeah. Dog Lord.
Okay.
I don't know. If it's
Do you
not
have
gonna
a
work.
dog skill?
I do.
Don't they just give you a bonus to
I
other
have
skills?
animal training.
Okay, roll animal training.
This is a bullshit move, and you never know, but
Yeah.
Hey, use it.
double sixes.
All right. A bunch of stray dogs show up to the line. They are now part of this.
I bring dogs.
Good dog.
They are the best puppies.
All right, you've been doing that, and then you all just sort of lose energy because there's the banners of Newt over there swirling in the distance. You're just all looking at each other. You see
the lances. There's a lot of lances.
Yeah, you see the ranks just sort of terrifyingly looking around at the jungle surrounding them. They're sort of, the men on the flanks are attacking the agricultural machines of Newt so they don't get run over by them, just trying to kill them like demons. And you just see a couple,
Should have been
automated plows going around.
The combine register of doom.
And then you just hear and then you feel the ground start shaking.
Steady.
So, are you grouping up, or
I'm with the Lancers.
all right? You're with the Lancers. You're up front.
I'm
You
the
are.
second wave to just
Yep.
weirdly jumping with dogs.
You're back there with Brigadier.
Running towards him with my completed. I got 4-8, by the way, on the.
Okay. All right. You're moving towards where the line is, and you're just. All right. Morale check for your troops. So that is going to be might plus sovereignty.
All right.
Do you
So we got a bonus from the.
You get a bonus die. You also have your history
I
die.
Can roll if you want me to.
I am rolling the morale of
So how much are we rolling?
terrified, no retreat.
it's at 9 dice base. My 3 plus sovereignty.
Are you wanting to throw?
I'll throw this.
Okay.
Follow the luck.
Easy roller dice, jack
Oh
up.
God, it's begun.
Did it ever end?
3 7s.
All right, you beat their fight. So, some of them are not moving as fast as they should. You guys aren't breaking because, holy fick, the prophecy is true.
Yeah.
All right. You hold the line.
As soon as they're in range, I'm hurling that clap spear.
I think I'll be shooting first, technically.
Yeah.
All right. So they're rolling in. So you see that on the far end of the line, Four Hands is out way in front, dangerously in front, as is Scarl, as they're both manning it up on the flanks and showing how badass they are. They are going to get run the fuck down. You can get to one of them.
All right. I will get to Scarlet because I don't have to explain this IDA.
It's going to be a long story.
Yeah. So we'll get over and say, fire the bolt and then get behind the goddamn.
Oh, you can't get to him, but you can get the flank to advance around him.
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
All right, they're advancing around him. Okay. We'll do this in order of what's happening around the battle before we do a big battle.
Okay.
So you need to roll athletics to try and get up to where Caster's at. We're not rolling yet. That's what you're rolling.
Okay.
Do you have tactics?
I have unconventional strategy.
What is that?
I remember that they can't roll tactics.
They can't roll tactics. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to get them moving forward then?
Form a dam around.
All right.
It will break around them.
Okay, that's
He
fine.
is the beaver. Mighty.
I'll let you roll attack. That's what you're doing. And I will you roll attack or defend. It's not going to be parry. You're going to need to dodge this shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a split.
Which is the lower of the two?
Well, my weapon is at 5 and my dodge is at 2. So
Dodge.
Just
and then
dodge.
drop a die. And then if you get more than one match, you can use both.
okay. So
Yeah, you can't really parry it. It's a cavalry charge.
Yeah. Or you could just dodge. And
Yeah, or you might just get out of the way.
actually, I think I'm just going to get out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This was a bad idea.
Has Four Hands seen a cavalry charge yet?
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
You did just introduce horses after.
I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, that's throwing the role play out there. Like,
Okay.
this is a little new.
All right.
Well, I do have a massive throwing weapon. I'm figuring hurl and run.
So they have masters so far before the Druzluk help, because this is just how bad it gets at start. Scant has his own army to roll. which I will let you do. But yeah, I'm just going to split it amongst all of you. They have a master die, though. Oh, I got to drop a die. All right, everybody roll for what you're doing. Klingsher, you're holding the line in the center.
Yeah. So is that actually a roll or just hanging out until the...
No, you don't have anything to quite do yet.
I'm waiting till the melee is joined.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the 10s.
So many pairs.
All right. That's nothing. All right. 4 width.
Well, I wasn't rolling anything because, again, if it was just tactics, I deny them their tactics.
Oh, yeah, you denied them their tactics. All right, so they get around. They don't require him to make a dodge roll because they get around him. All right, so that's what you do. So 4 width, 3 width. Okay, they have 3 1s to hit. I'm going to say 4 hands as you are. So you are buffeted by a horse and thrown under the shield wall. You take 1 killing to every hit location because cavalry charge. And then it's just screams and nightmare sounds. What do you have? 3 width? 2 width? So I have 2 10s.
2 6s.
2 6s. All right. 10s are going to attack you.
Okay.
That's going to ruin your set because it gets bad.
Yeah.
But you will just take 1 killing as, a javelin pierces you as a shield wall closes around you.
What hit location?
It'd be the head.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1 killing, 1 stun to the head.
Okay.
And then the 3s will be... Aaron, what'd you get?
2 6s.
All right. I will say you dodge it on the 6s as they hit. The sun goes away and behind the lines where you're not in the shield wall, it is just screams and arrows and bolts. You hear scan, and everything just unleashes from the windows of the buildings down. And so let's roll to see what happens with the units. All right, so now you're going to roll might plus territory. You have history dice, though, so those can be spent. You don't have a lot of territory because they did not expand.
You want to burn all the history? I mean...
can we do anything
I'll give you one for your fortifications that you helped improve.
Yep.
And your inspiration. No one's running away.
All right, so we're at 5.
And unusual weaponry.
Nope, but then you have history points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably need to do really well on this.
Yeah.
Let's spend all of them. So.
All right.
Go for it.
They don't have master's eyes on this one because it's not a cavalry charge versus a person.
Yeah.
There you
A lot of 6s. I like that.
Yep, 666.
go. Okay. So their 8s hit you.
They have 3x8?
No, their 8s beat that set. Oh, but that'll go off before their 4s, though, so that'll ruin their sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what happens. The Druzluk hold, they're armed with these enormous wall shields, and basically they have, they're kind of like Roman short swords if they were more like shivs.
Okay.
They call them lances, but they're 4-pronged, so the wound doesn't close. And they're stabbing weapons, but they hold them back. So as the cavalry charge hits, the shields in the center go out, and the arcane lances come up. So the first horse that hits has a bad day, as it gets pierced, and then you hear the screams of horses as they get electrocuted, whereas all the softness of the ground turns into concrete, and then that turns into electricity as they convert all elastic energy from everything at the base of the spear into that. Then you hear Scat says, "Release!" And the classborn, and you realize that they converted the mechanical energy of the horse charge into gravitational. So as the first line of the horses hit, the horses go up and out, with what is basically a slow rocket launcher as this electrocuted dying horse and its rider goes slightly above the area, because horses can pull like 3 times their weight. So that gets them about 15 feet off the ground before they go collapsing onto the ranks. So the cavalry charge starts. It is a nightmare and hellish screams. And then you have this rank of horses on the second line go on the other horses and then collapse, and it just becomes a clusterfuck.
Honestly,
So
this whole mechanic would make medieval warfare so fucked up. It's like, yeah, cavalry charge is completely counterproductive.
yeah, so it's just a clusterfuck of dead horses and screaming men. Now, you have the high ground with the missiles, and you've got better shields. But basically all that's happening now is the Druz Luke have broken up, and it's just a stab-crazy murder mess. Now would be a good time to unleash the dogs, because that's bad. Roll for your crazy hounds of war.
If I charge with them, do I get my actual animal companion bonus?
You can roll tactics, yeah. You could be like, keep this shit together. It's rough.
Does that get the animal companion bonus, though?
Yes, you get the animal companion bonuses, because the tactic is helped by ravening dogs eating the bonus.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I got 2 9s and 2 7s.
They don't get a tactics roll, because of Ross's weird tactics.
Damn. It's made of shield.
I knew he'd use a beaver dam. Now let's use dogs.
All right, so you all get your own actions to aid in the next roll of the armies. They lose a die off their set. It's just screams and nightmare sounds as, basically they're shiv artists. They just move forward and just go crazy with the lance as... shields are coming in. They're just constantly throwing rocks and missiles down from the sky. You see the last horse float over the horizon and then drop like a stone. And you're just like, oh, okay, lances. But then Dwemer shows up, so yeah.
Do you have the flying machine?
No.
Where is it?
You can go find one.
Yeah, at Klein's house.
There are many other flying machines.
Yeah,
okay.
We need the other ones too, and you're the only one who knows how to do this. But we need to hoist upon. How many of grenades did the 8s give me? My 4 8s give me
8.
8. So these will at least produce enough gas that will make it difficult and may blister the other side. So
gas, you say?
Yes,
and it won't hurt us
as long as we're not on the side of it.
All right. I don't understand chemical warfare yet.
But
this is never an evil idea.
It's not going to
ruin lives.
I'll go find I'll go out and find a flying machine.
Yeah,
I can.
All right, that'll be a roll to find that.
Okay.
He can assist you. You can both do that.
Is that just a?
Would that be lore? I guess.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Let me see. What would be best for that? I would take sense, like sight.
All right.
Find something that looks like it flies.
Could I get eerie just for something weird, or since it's outside of...
Yeah, it flies magically, though.
2 1s.
Yeah, I don't see anything, so...
2 1s.
All right. 2 1s. All right. That was the eerie skill?
Yes.
All right, you find one. Yeah, that'll be great.
It was this or nothing.
No, it wasn't. I could just be fighting and throwing axes at people.
Okay, well, it's magic, so I might be able to
I've got
help
this
you
clap spear.
Yeah.
And I've got this line of crazy prisoner shepherds.
You can just fight. Like, that helps.
Now you can parry. Now you can fight and parry.
Yeah, now I can fight.
Yeah.
All right, this will be in singular. Your success will determine whether you...
Give me my tray.
Sorry.
Give me my easy roll the dice
I'm
tray.
sorry.
All right, so you're fighting in the melee against a bevy of foes.
Okay, and does my craving for bloodlust apply?
Yeah, I'd give that.
Okay, so since I'm at 1 hard die, does that turn my hard die into
Nope.
a...
It
Okay.
gives you an extra die.
Okay.
And what'd you set your hard die to?
I'm setting my hard die to a 10.
Okay.
So that makes 3 10s, 3 3s,
Well, 3 10s will beat it. So the brave Knights of Newt, crushed under the weight of their own animals and spears, are sort of half rising. It's like, for the queen! And then, boom! Just dead. And then the Druze Luke are kind of with the crazy savage now. Like, yeah! Woo! They're just tucking in. What are you doing, Klingshire?
Keep the dog pack going, though.
The ravening dog. They're attacking. The line is thin, so you need to fight yourself with the dog.
Okay, so we'll just go with the sword plus dog?
Yeah.
All right.
Sword plus dog. They're gonna be fighting you. It's a
I'll do
war.
it.
Sounds like a Dark
Easy
Souls
roll
boss.
Well, I
One,
got
two.
3 1s.
And 2 2s. 3 1s and 2 2s.
All right, 3 7s are gonna beat that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Well, you only lose 1 die from it, so his set still goes off.
yes. So they are hurt as well. So you'll still get the bonus, but you're gonna take killing to the chest 3.
Okay, that goes down by 1, I believe, from the breastplate.
Yeah, nobody has a lot of leverage as everyone is slippering on still dying horses and, squealing dogs and humans.
And all the blood.
You're up, Scarl.
ground is not
You're
hard,
you're
it's
up
not
from the cavalry charge.
Uh-huh.
It was
Did I have enough time to reload, or...
I think it's great sword time. It's pretty melee.
All right, cool. I like me. I like me some melee time.
This is the Dynasty Warrior segment of our game.
Pretty much.
All right.
Well, you could have had Woodstock, but
I was arguing for that, but someone had other
all right.
ideas.
What do you got?
4 1s.
That goes off. That takes
yeah.
one of their set.
I just wanted football.
You will
spears,
take
too.
2 to the chest at 8.
Okay.
But that takes one off their set, so you'll get an extra die in the fight.
Okay. How much did I take the chest?
You take 2.
Okay.
All right, so 2 bonus die.
Okay.
It is might plus territory again. I'm not going to do any more sacrifices because you're spending history for that.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's 3 plus 2.
Mhm.
5. Wait. Wouldn't it be 3 plus 3? 1, 2, 3?
Well, how many history did you spend? Oh, yeah, 3. Yeah.
We spent all 3 already,
Mhm.
so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
No spading. Whole bunch of nothing.
Yep, nothing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck.
All right, their 2s go off. That hurts.
Yeah. Mine goes down.
Lose 1 off your might temporarily.
Yep.
All right, the fight continues. It's getting bad. So you find this thing that is like an egg.
Okay.
You're looking for flying machines. It's just like a seat that looks like an egg that had a quarter cut out of it.
Uh-huh.
One of the archers screams that it's up on the roof, so it must fly.
Yeah.
And you go up there, and it's just a seat and an egg.
Are there any runes on it?
Yep.
All right.
You can roll sorcery.
Yeah.
You need to go and fight.
I can't find one.
Okay. Wait, are you going to pilot this?
I'm
thing?
trying to help you.
Okay, yeah. All right, fine. 1, 2, 2 8s, yeah.
Okay. 2 8s.
Right. Let's see. 3 9s.
Okay. It is with 3 9s, it is a gravitational converter, meaning that you throw it off something high, and then you pull the switch, and then it will go that far mechanically sideways. And then it will stop.
Okay.
This is your 2-1 flying machine. So
I just have to keep pulling the lever until I hit the ground, essentially.
Yeah.
Safely.
yeah.
So you're going to Angry Birds the enemy.
Oh, Jesus.
If you want me to take this risk, I can. Instead, since
It's gonna be a low pass, is what I'm saying.
It's going to be... I'm not even... Is it even like... That's like 100 feet. How high up are we?
You didn't really count. You're very tired for climbing the stairs.
Like, is it at a 1-to-1 ratio? Or-
Yeah, it seems like it.
Alright.
It's not even. I mean, looking at the height and looking at how far away the battlefield, would it even get to the edge of the battlefield?
Oh yeah, you'll get like smack dab into the middle of the nude army before it drops and hits the ground.
So, is there any way to activate this lever? It's like automatically. Could I do like?
Doesn't look like that. That doesn't seem like that. There's a helmet on it.
So you could rig it basically to after a certain velocity, maybe, or sorry, I'm trying to think of like.
This is the middle of a battle. There's no time for rigging.
Yep, you got to decide what you got to do. They're fighting for their lives. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Wait, you said these are grenades? I'll just fucking throw them. I'm just running back down.
You can throw them from up there.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw them from up there.
Will they reach? Or?
They're going to hit something.
Well,
You'll hit mostly nude guys.
all right. You said these will only hurt nuke guys, so I'm fine.
No, I didn't.
Yep. Throw it!
Oh, God. All right, throw. I'll accept axe for that.
Yeah, it's just the throwing skill.
You can throw too. Both count.
Don't you throw. You have a terrible.
You know what?
No, don't you do it.
Let's see here. God damn it. Well, I mean, let's see. I do have something.
Fours?
Yeah, fours. Yeah, fours.
Okay, is this going to be a sorcery check to actually pilot this thing correctly?
It's pretty simple. It's got one lever.
Well, to analyze when it would be enough force to get me over there.
As low as you can get it without hitting the ground
Yes.
is more force. It's a 1-to-1 transference magical thing.
Okay, so do I...
So the gravitational... It's like Portal. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you put a higher portal
Yeah,
up.
going
You're
from
just
there.
going to auto-change directions at a right angle.
So, but that question is, for this pilot, what would I have to roll for that kind of piloting?
You don't have to roll for it.
Oh, it
You
just
just
does
got to yank it. The problem is that you land in the middle of their ranks after doing a bombing run. It's a problem for later, Aaron.
I'm trying to figure something out here. But
Now time to figure shit out. What are you doing?
Well, at least
Four
I hit
hands
with a grenade.
Spear and bad guys
Okay, roll for it.
with bloodlust.
Yes.
All right, so I'll take half the grenades and go run and throw them in the battlefield. You
Setting
take
my
the other
first
grenades
item.
and you do us proud. I don't want to be here for the egg.
Okay, so I've got a pair of 10s, 3 8s, and 2 7s.
All right, the tens beat there. You're just your Druzaluk are fucking psyched to be here. Like, yeah, crazy monster man, go get him. Klinkshire, you're
Dogs and stabbing.
in the thick of it. Scant is in there, stabbing with his royal guards. Mink is breaking a man with his hands. Yeah.
I love Mink. Does he still have the knuckles embedded in his
Did you roll for it?
Oh, no, I asked if I was still.
Yeah, you're rolling. It's still a fight.
Ooh, look at that pair of 10s.
3
and 3
1s.
1s.
Yeah, you ruined their set. That's another bonus die, and you're not injured as you're killing the shit. Like
A dachshund
the
saves my
stabbier
life.
tries to stab you, you break his sword in half and slice into him, and then the dogs take the rest of him. What are you doing?
I guess I'm still up there.
Yep.
Great swordening.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing.
3 2s, 2 7s.
Anything to beat
fives.
threes?
Huh?
Anything to beat threes? Three width?
I got 3 2s.
Oh, 3 twos? Oh,
Yep.
4s go off.
Okay.
All right.
And I got-
So 3 killing to hit location 4.
Okay. What about my other pairs, though? Do
They
get
will go
ruined?
off and you'll get the extra die.
Okay, cool.
So you're still killing dudes, but they're killing you back.
How dare they?
They're breaking through your plot armor. You ever decide what you're doing, Dreamer?
Yes, I am. So, going to draw a quick V's on mine from transitioning from sound to gravitational. I'm strapped. No, I'm
Okay, look, you can't take
from the
that
X-Men.
off. You can't take the flesh magic stuff off. You do that, you don't talk anymore.
So if it paints off, I can't do that.
It's not paint. You've got to carve it in. It has to be in the flesh.
Damn it.
They literally branded it into the other people.
Well, I know it's branded right now. Could I have it on some other piece of cloth that would burn off or go away if it?
No, it will take part of your voice.
So
The flesh magic is dark and scary.
Okay.
For reasons.
So, well, I'm meaning one that would actually just absorb sound itself, not the specific one for the other one.
It absorbs sound to convert it into something. It's going to absorb all your sound because it's carved into your neck.
Okay.
The silent flat.
Yeah, you won't scream loud when you hit.
So, no. Okay, we're just going to pile this damn thing. Let's do it.
Okay,
So,
I'll do sorcery roll for the bombing.
okay, the bombing run.
And they're not expecting this tactic because they don't know flying machines exist.
all right.
So there's no oppositional roll.
So you are doing the bombing run?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least I hit with my grenade. Then I threw. I got 2 4s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Alrighty. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 9s.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 dice for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 1 dice for throwing the grenade.
Yeah, so you're like, this is madness, Threemer, don't do it.
This is a bad idea.
And then you just,
This is a bad idea.
and then this egg just go, and then behind it is just a carpet bomb. Just boom, boom, boom.
All right, so 1.
Yeah, as you're chopping things up, like big
This is a bad
horse flesh and all sorts of madness is blowing around.
Okay, so we started with 2 might, 0 territory. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, before you roll,
my
Ross,
hard
before you roll, I have a thing.
Yeah.
If I roll, I get a potential reroll.
Yeah, go for it then.
Yeah.
It's 8 dice.
8 dice.
8 dice.
You roll a dice, Dutch. Yeah,
Pair of 10s.
Pair of 10s, pair of 4s.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Didn't need the reroll.
So the middle of the line basically splits in half as an enormous ring of fire comes bursting around it. And then the Druzluk just sort of push in and start dividing, taking them apart. And so roll athletics, Dweema.
I'm glad I put points back into that.
So you're feeling the egg scrape the tips of spears and banners. Sort of getting wobbly.
Let's see. 2 3s.
All right, let's roll for insane kinetic damage.
Oh, God.
That was a lot of dice, Caleb.
Well, he did
Yeah, I did.
just go shooting off in one direction. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
So 2 7s. So I'd say 4 to hit location 7.
Okay. I'm assuming killing.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good.
Nothing I
assumption.
haven't suffered before.
So the egg appears to be shaped to sort of like be a roll cage, but this was obviously a prototype. And you found some design flaws as you go shooting out of it and bash into a shield.
That lever really hurts.
As that said, they're pretty sure you're a cannonball, so they haven't really found you yet. And also, that has failed their morale check, so they're breaking and running into the jungle. It is utter disarray. The main forces are decimated. All you have left is peasants and archers who are mainly firing into their own men at this point. And then you have fire, and also they're in a different reality, and that's weird. And so the Druzluk are like, and they're happy. And then you hear more galloping from behind you, as you see a line of horses come streaking through Nagalisitu. And they are wearing the cloaks of the abbots and people you've not seen before, and charging past the field as the Druzluk are in there. And the abbot stops and goes, "None shall live. They have corrupted Nagalisitu. We must purge the land of them. None."
Is that motherfucker nearby?
It's the abbot. And he goes charging off. They're Likaken, and they are netting the people fleeing, and they're just hopping off the horses and spearing them. No one's left alive. So, like, You are being... Let's roll athletics again there, Dweemar.
Oh no, friendly fire!
No, it's not friendly fire. It's the newt guys panicking and trampling each other
okay.
to run away.
It's unfriendly fire.
Yeah. Because the abbot has basically force-conscripted a cavalry unit to chase them down. It's pretty disorganized, but then again, they're having a rough day.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I admire his initiative.
For a second, I thought he was coming for us.
Yeah.
2 twos.
You can never tell with those.
That's not going to be good.
The 4s beat it. So 2 more hit locations go down as you're trampled. You can sort of hide under a kite shield.
You said 4s?
Yeah. So hit 2 to hit location 4. The Druzluke are like, yeah, if I can kill him, yeah, I'm cool with killing Newt. Someone needs to stop them if you want that, or you could just let him go nuts. You don't know where Scant's at.
I'm going to turn around and do a command inspire.
So I'm still on Bloodlust, so I'm with these guys and killing until somebody stops me.
How many did you roll last?
Might 2.
You rolled 8 dice last time?
Yeah, with all our bonuses.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. And you're going with them?
With the
murder squads?
Yes.
All right. That'll be 9.
Shit.
See if you can slow them down.
Thanks, David. All right.
Said the number 1 betrayer.
It says right here, Bloodlust.
You are so close.
I have 2 more nuclear bolts left.
You're no longer number 1 betrayer.
I'm going to
I
send
only betrayed my family.
XP to rewind it.
You got 3 once there, though.
Yeah, I want more than that.
Yeah, he wants
I probably need more.
This is not a speed thing. This is a height thing.
God, the speed would be great, but spending on last experience, fine.
3 twos.
Wait, did you get 10s?
Yeah.
Oh.
10s and 9s and 6s and 3s.
So you can only tie them.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, I did tie with 10s.
All right, if you tie with 10s, they're sort of torn. The Nagalisitu are doing their best to murder every last one of them, but they don't know quite what to do.
Yeah.
So Klingshire is saying, "No, hold! We must show mercy." Dweemar, you're in a no man's land now, as they're retreating wildly into the jungles. Any of you two breaking the tie? He's made his vote.
Yeah, we need prisoners.
Yeah.
Prisoners are more valuable than corpses, you idiots.
They've had a rough day.
I know. All right.
A rough day.
Prisoners are more
This
valuable.
one's an officer.
We don't know what else is coming.
Yeah.
This one's an officer. Name him only.
Yeah, we need prisoners.
I have a dumb idea.
Okay.
So,
More
yeah, the Druzluke go out and start capturing them. The ones that the Leakaken are not stomping into the ground.
I go looking for Dweedar. I
I
saw him go down. I saw him when he went down. So.
You find the egg, you're like, that's got to be Dweedar.
Yeah, no. I
so
knew
yeah,
it.
what follows is a few hours of wandering around a corpse-filled, misty field of screams. What would you like to do during this time to reflect on what has just occurred?
I'm looking for Dweedar.
You find Dweedar. He is badly injured on the ground.
I haul.
But not about as badly injured as you. Yeah.
I can walk, so I haul his ass back to the line.
Please say you're going to hit Klingshire very hard.
I still have 2 more bolts.
Good. Did it at least look good while I was flying?
I never
over?
saw it. I was on my ass from a javelin.
I'm sorry.
It happens. It's not the first time.
I'm going to try and interrogate prisoners, find out what happened. Find out where the queen is.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. It's rough. They've scattered to the jungle.
Yeah.
And they're being chased in all directions by...
Shout at the pass.
It's going to be who finds her first.
Shout at a passing to Nagalisitu coming. There's a woman in a fancy hat. Bring her back alive.
You guys kind of put together.
Alive.
So, yeah, you're searching for that.
I pointed the charred field you've left.
You see a bunch of people in newt dress being protected by Mink, who's just doesn't have one eye now, and he's just battle scarred. But he's got like the hardcore Drew's Luke, and they're escorting a woman, and it's Princess Sylvia. She made it through the gate finally. She is. Caster, where is my husband? What has happened here? The Stabiers are just looking in like mute terror at all that surrounds them.
Somehow, the queen invaded.
Cue up the scene.
I don't know how the sorcery worked, but the queen's regiment attacked us.
My mother?
Yeah.
Drew!
Yeah. Yeah, you should talk to him. But yeah, we won.
Yeah.
Dad does look at you.
Yeah.
You disappoint me.
What? We survived.
What have you done here? This is not an act for love.
No, all right. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. This was not. Nope. You got me there.
Slap his idealistic ass.
He's really good in a fight, though.
Now we're worried about idealism. Wow.
All right, Klingsher, what are you doing?
Quickly trying to find the Night Cult, because that's the only way I'm going to find Lily.
When they saw the Druze look going after them, and there's not much of a Night Cult left.
All right.
Things have gotten bad in the city. They're sort of turning on anyone they feel might be a little bit responsible for this shit. It's a mass hysteria shit.
Oh, yeah.
You have scarred their culture forever. What are you doing, Four Hands?
Still killing some of these dudes. I'm mercy killing the ones that are badly wounded that are on the other side.
What about the ones that aren't badly wounded, are surrendering?
The ones that are badly wounded are dying, and the ones
there
that
he goes. That's Mommy's little girl.
Yeah. The ones that are surrendering, I'm going to turn those over to one of these handy Druze, Luke, and let them follow their orders.
Take their weapons, time.
All right, you split it even or odd. Who gets to the queen first?
Fucking hell.
We get to her even.
Okay. So you're wandering through. You hear your name screamed by a familiar voice as Scarl sort of helps you limp through the corpses.
So just still hanging off of him.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Very much, yes.
Like going through, but
no, my one good arm is the whole thing is got you half-assed fireman carry.
So Sylvia, I'm presuming. So
she stalks up to you and slaps you across the face. What have you done? What have you done to my people? Was it not enough, the people we killed through our damn affair? What have you done? Where is my mother?
Trying to find her. So this is nothing that's like that we wanted. That's like we only had to defend the people that were brought in there.
You tell me who's responsible then. Who's responsible if not you? This is your place.
Klingsher.
Wow. That was quick.
Oh,
roll plea. How much does she believe you?
You could just play it on Jessica too.
No, this is plea.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I know.
He had a choice.
She's not opposed.
Yeah.
She's not opposed.
I know.
What's your
choice?
Yeah.
Wow. Please is really good.
I'm using the height to determine how much she believes it's all Klingsher's fault.
Let's see. Gonna put one of those at a 10. I have a hard dice.
Yeah.
Nope. Go for it. I do actually owe you one. So
let's see. 2 10s, 2 9s, 2 2s.
All right. So you hear Horde in the distance as she just goes white in the face. And then you see a regiment of Druze Luke sort of hauling people in chains. And then amongst them, you do see the queen bloodied and bowed. But she is locked up in chains. And
I play with my spell. Stop! Cut that one out and bring it over.
Yeah, they do so. Sylvia goes running to her. she embraces her, and the queen just sort of looks up in disdain, sort of wide-eye shock at the world around her, just unable to even register that her daughter's there. Dwemer, you have to apologize. You have to promise me something as my husband. You have to promise me something.
You know I promise you anything.
His head, Dwemer. His head for this and what he's done to Newt.
This doesn't end as well. This does not end the way you think it does. This is where it's not fucking end the way you think it does. Just trust me on this.
All right. So Nagalisitu knows war. The Druze Luke are now very welcome in Nagalisitu and keen to a part of it. And the abbot understands what you're saying about replacement now, because there is a ravening horde through the portal come to corrupt Nagalisitu with its dark, terrible magics and return the time of the masters. And only through strength might they conquer this evil approaching from all sides. And it is war footing. They don't have money. They just have intelligence, religious devotion, and now a fanatical fear of outsiders. And they're just gonna do that for a while. Just culturally. You've got a while to heal up before you go through the portal. It's mere seconds through the outside. People are coming in that never participated in the battle.
What the fuck did we miss?
Yeah.
I go find Aida.
Yeah, she's there. Covered in her tarp. Yeah.
Dwemer, can you calculate how long before this is gone? It's melting, I think.
Well, that's when they merge.
Yeah,
that's right.
I could probably do that. So unless I just give a much more clear.
You don't know an exact date.
No,
because
it's just whenever.
If we knew how big it was originally, we could have figured out a melt rate. But
but
for the purposes of this metaphor, IDA's little cryogenic is the ice caps.
Yeah.
They're going pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's not. It's probably not great when that happens.
Yep.
But yeah,
when it happens,
you can't put an exact date on it.
Now, what are we going to do?
So yeah, we could deal with that next week.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you go for economics? How do you deal with some perhaps ideological rifts in the group?
At least we ended that war on the outside. If both sides are dead.
Well, the monarch of Newt is gone. And,
I thought Squinty Eyed was gone too.
Yeah, which means Chan and Yi-Chan and Vitria and...
You had to choose.
Vigia has other people besides Daryl the Squinty Eye. Yeah.
Ooh, no. You do not get to pin that shit on me directly.
So
you chose her.
Anyway.
Questions, comments, reactions?
I had both, yeah.
Yes, I did.
I mean, yeah, I would have chosen the Woodstock, but add football with spears. But I understand.
No, I wanted to present both options, but Cheska would have.
She wanted
she would have gone the certain option.
Nobody really explained the Cheska situation to me in the interim when we went back outside.
I thought we did.
Yeah, really. You just said she was kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then she wanted to kill people first.
She wanted to kill one person.
Yeah.
With dark magic.
Yeah.
So maybe if you'd killed the one person, all these people wouldn't have had to die.
Oh.
Decisions were made, and I was told.
Also, a bunch of people died when you didn't do her way last time.
Yeah, but we got rid of a big problem.
You did?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, that was
I'm not saying your way would have worked. Yeah. I basically come up with the crisis, and I think of a couple ways to do it. I try and keep pretty linear choice points. But
I just ran with it. So
there was the false flag, yes, they're coming for us. Now is the time for war. Or there was the, let's just make a lot of us, and then we'll get antsy and start fighting each other. Which also would have done the same thing, but
All right.
So, I'll explain that.
All right, we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.